Show.
Hey, what's the deal with Houston?
Not Houston.
The station that wants to pick up the shows, not in Houston?
Oh.
Rob says that Gavin has requested tapes of the show to send to this other station, wherever it is.
Why?
I don't know. That's what Rob told me.
Because they want to hear it.
Let them listen to it in Austin. It's close enough to Houston, ain't it?
Yeah, well.
No.
Really.
There are MP3s on the website. Let them pay for those. That goes back into the foundation.
We're pitching them.
Who called whom? You call them, they call you.
They called me.
Well, then they can pay the $5 off my website and download the MP3s.
We're going to pitch them. I picked out some good stuff. We're all good. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. It's a good station.
Which station is it in Houston?
Will you quit it?
I can't tell because there's more than one rock station in Houston.
Yes.
Right. No.
Yeah, I got it.
No, you don't know it's Houston.
All right, I know.
Quit it.
I know it's not San Antonio because I already talked to Reed in San Antonio, the general manager who used to be here, and he said they ain't got no room in San Antonio. So I know it ain't there. It ain't Austin. So it's got to be Houston.
How do you know it's in, it could be Lubbock or...
I don't want Lubbock. And I don't really like Houston. And they have to know that. And when we go on down there, if it happens, I don't want to know about it. Because I'm not talking about it.
Yeah.
And I'll just put it in...
Houston doesn't have anything to offer. Austin has... Dallas and Austin, Dallas-Fort Worth and Austin, we both got things in common.
Yeah.
But we both had nutty killers. Austin's got, and we're all well-read. Austin's got the clock tower and the LBJ library.
Right.
And we got the school book depository and the school book depository.
Yes.
Now, Houston doesn't have any crazy killers.
No.
Isn't Galveston nice, though?
Unless you count NASA.
Very nice.
Chief Graves from the Dallas Fire Department, who is also the City of Dallas Fire Marshal, is on the phone for you. He has some concerns about your switches.
Yes, Chief Graves?
Hello, Rob. Hello, JD.
Hello.
Rob, don't y'all remember the package I left with you?
Which package?
About fireworks being illegal in the city of Dallas.
Yes,
I
and
think that red switch is electronic trigger.
We have we certainly heeded the warnings of the Dallas Fire Department. We've looked at all the different. Yeah, we looked at it.
Yeah.
These aren't.
Check it in to make sure you wasn't fixing the trigger off the pyrotechnics.
No, these
not a licensed pyro operator.
These aren't fireworks.
Nobody's going to get hurt with this, I hope.
These aren't fireworks.
8 on Saturday, Barbara Walters, who's doing her very last night on 2020 tonight, will be 73.
I got to do.
Oh, gracious. Why do you just think of it now?
Well, take it out somewhere with you.
Is it what? Is it poking? Is it poking?
No, just all of a sudden I got to go.
He's like dancing around.
I got to hold it till 7 because I'm not crapping up here.
Yeah. Can't you just hang over and float?
I can't use, unless it's really bad, I can't use public restrooms.
Just hover.
No, plus, if I go to the one upstairs, there's no lock on the door.
No.
And that's my fear of just being on the crapper and somebody come in and kill me.
I was going to kill you. Take your gun.
I had to go really bad one time over at Larry North, and I walked into the bathroom and I waited for everybody to get out. I'm sitting in the stall just waiting, and one of the trainers is over there at the sink, and at the sink there, at this training center, they got combs and shavers and razors. He's obviously decided that was a one time that every hair needed to be groomed and dried.
You're waiting.
Yeah, and as soon as he leaves, that's when I let it go, and it's one of those loud bowl echoes.
Yes.
So it's also just the noise. I can't go to the bathroom. But I got to go back.
Yeah, I was going to say you have to wait till 8 or 9 tonight.
You're never going to make it. Not the way you're dancing around now. It's not even 4.
What's a ladies' restroom like here? Is it nice? Is it nicer?
I've been in there.
How do you know, O'Malley?
There have been vicious smells in the men's room downstairs over the weekend, and sometimes they'll close off to where you can't go to the one in the sales area upstairs.
Right.
So you look around, there are no women in the station, so you use their restroom.
Oh. What's it like in there?
It's nice. It smells pretty.
They have a couch?
When I was in there, I don't think they did.
Well, they have couches.
So they can sit down. I have no idea. I guess they can sit down if they're having a period. I really don't know.
The Russ Martin Show.
You just buy another set of headphones, Trey?
Actually, I've got another set. I'm going to bring them from home.
It's funny, during breaks, Trey will go out to the office and edit audio, and he'll take his headphones. Yeah. And he'll come back in, stand there, look around, like, damn it! Run back out to the office, get his headphones. He did that 2 or 3 times yesterday. What, Dan?
Did he just do it again?
Yeah.
At one point, I had a tally going yesterday, and I lost count of 3.
We were making fun of it right before he came in the studio.
Yeah, Russ was telling me the story. 10 seconds before Trey does it, comes in and does it again.
Damn it!
It vexes me.
So what exactly, John, did Gavin say? They can't use any of those cuts I gave them?
I have no idea what's on him, but he was just saying, damn it. He actually said GD at one point.
Oh, he left a dandy voicemail from last night.
What's it about last night?
He's twisted. Because of the emails I'm sending, my new attitude.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, you've missed it, haven't you?
What's your new attitude?
I was here last Friday.
Did you have it last Friday? You had the new attitude last Friday? I thought the new attitude came along this week when Trey walked in.
That was last Friday.
Oh, that was last Friday. Okay.
All right.
I just opted to be a little easier on people when they screw up.
What are you up to?
I'm sick of hearing that question.
Well, we all know you. You're up to something. What is it?
It's driven us quite mad.
I'll bet. That's what it is.
I know.
That's what it is.
It's what?
a win-win. Yeah, it's a win-win deal. You're driving everybody nuts.
I've been in a good mood. There's no reason to scream at somebody when you're not pissed off.
Yeah, but we all know there's a 800-ton anvil somewhere up there about to fall.
I can't feign anger.
Yeah, I've got a psychiatrist coming next week.
For what?
You.
Why?
Because we're frightened.
Who is it? We have Dr. Thornton.
He's a psychologist.
Okay.
Psychiatrists can write scripts.
Well, I can get scripts. What do you want me on?
I don't know.
We like this new you, but we just don't know if it's real. And if it's not real, just go ahead and kill it.
It's lasted a week.
Doesn't mean that's real. You can fake anything for a week.
That just enhances the tension.
Yeah, that's when he knows it.
I kept waiting for an email to tell me to wear a red shirt tonight.
Oh, did you practice with Dan for your song?
No.
When were you guys going to get around to that? Sometime next week? I mean, it's okay if you've been busy.
Oh.
I've been quite busy, but I've been listening to the song, so.
All right. Do you know where you and Dan swap back and forth?
I was just going to do, like, kind of the backup part.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
What are y'all doing?
That I'm going to disappear.
Tonight at the White Trash Party, that 500-mile song.
Oh, okay, cool.
Everyone seemed to enjoy that at, we do it at the House of Blues?
Yeah. If I remember correctly from the video, they, I want to say they both sang at the same time.
No, they go, there's one lead, and then you can hear it, like, through some of the song, it's a backup.
Okay, so you can have the lead this time.
Not.
It's only fair I had it at House of Blues.
Not enough.
I've learned to share.
Well, plus, Dan said he had to get toasted when he did it at House of Blues. He'll be fried. I don't care. Do anything that keeps you comfortable.
That was like a double shot of pain.
Yeah. Did you guys keep the audio from yesterday when the airbag went off? When Chloe came in hyperventilating?
I think Chloe should still have it from yesterday.
Somebody wants to know, by the way, about the White Trash Party. Hey, boss, are you really going to the party? Because if you're not, I ain't either.
No, I'm not going.
You are saying that. It'll be just a couple.
I already cashed the check from the station. I got my money. I don't got to go.
Gavin's stomach acid is going to literally eat him inside out.
Sick. He's literally sick to his stomach.
Why?
The pressure from tonight to make sure everything goes well, everybody comes out, they sell all the tickets, and your attitude.
Hold on. Gavin, you just call me?
Yeah. Show up and stop being nice.
You couldn't use any of those liners that I gave you for corporate?
I asked you to do one thing. It would have taken you 10 seconds.
It sounds like you did it.
I think I gave you...
I can't send that stuff to CBS.
I think I give you 8, 9 cut. What is it, Dan?
What are these liners supposed to be used for by corporate? Is it just so they know what's going on here? Or?
I think they're taking... it's supposed to be like a 5-second liner. It's Russ Martin from blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
By the way, I didn't say the entire thing, so they couldn't pull it from the show and use that. Where they take jocks from around the country, they put them together on this one package, and then they pitch it to, ad agencies?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, is it for like national type stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
National demo sales for sales.
Like Pro Flower, something like that. And they wanted something short. They even said on the email, you can be creative if you want.
Okay, so you were creative.
Oh, God, what'd you do?
It's not good.
Let me play the audio first from yesterday when the airbag went off. This happened while Dan was reading the news. Chuck, Trey, and Chloe were in the other room trying to figure out how to run the wires for the airbags.
Okay.
To the detonator.
Of course.
So you don't really hear the airbag go off. You just hear the aftermath.
Gotcha.
The school bus was taking students to Arlington's Jean Mousseau Academy, a school for the hearing impaired. Sergeant Fineglass called the bus driver a hero for her composure. She was signing, reading lips, and writing messages to assist paramedics in their work.
She was deaf.
What's the matter?
What are you doing?
I don't know.
What the hell?
What's the matter? Chloe!
What?
You got so many things going on at once. Trey's still in the hall doing his hyena.
Right.
Chuck's in the Chloe's hyperventilating. Chuck's calling him an idiot in the background. And finally, when we find out what happened, Dan just starts giggling. It's like, well, this thing went off and Chloe lost 4 fingers. And Dan giggles.
Is he hyperventilating?
Yes. Are you? You need a bag? Oh, God. Breathe into my anus.
That'll calm you down.
Chuck, you want to tell me what happened?
Yeah, knucklehead over there. I'm standing over the airbag. I set it off, and he blew it up on accident.
That was the Dan part.
Yeah. Dan's laugh, definitely.
Couldn't give a flying F.
Down.
Chuck, you want to tell me what happened?
Yeah, knucklehead over there. I'm standing over the airbag. I set it off, and he blew it up on accident.
I'm not even laughing at what happened to Chloe.
No, you're laughing at Dan.
Yeah.
Calm you down.
Chuck, you want to tell me what happened?
Yeah, knucklehead over there. I'm standing over the airbag. I set it off, and he blew it up on accident.
How did you set out the airbag? That's my favorite part of the bit.
Yeah, Dan enjoys that more than he should.
Calm you down.
Chuck, you want to tell me what happened?
Yeah, knucklehead over there. I'm standing over the airbag. I set it off, and he blew it up on accident.
I don't know why that's the only part that I enjoy.
Total lack of regard for his coworkers.
That's not it at all. I justified it later.
That doesn't make it better.
Oh, yeah. It's in fact, Dan's justification is at the end of this.
Calm you down.
Chuck, you want to tell me what happened?
Yeah, knucklehead over there. I'm standing over the airbag. I set it off, and he blew it up on accident.
How did you set out the airbag?
I was barely even, the clips weren't even really close to the thing. It just blew right up at my face.
Close enough to touch it.
It's funny because you're not dead.
Compassion abound.
Yes. Tell me what happened?
Yeah, knucklehead over there. I'm standing over the airbag. I set it off, and he blew it up on accident.
Did you see the our work in the other office where the airbag went off?
No, what happened?
It went straight. I told Chuck, lay it face down.
Yeah.
Airbag side down.
Right.
Now, and the ones that we'd blown up a couple of years ago, Only went a few feet in the air.
Yeah.
This one went straight through the ceiling.
Through the ceiling.
Yeah, it brought a big portion of the ceiling back down with it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then when we blew the second one, we just used the same hole.
Yeah, why not? It's already pre-drilled.
And it's stuck in there.
Is it still up there?
No, Chuck finally got it down.
Oh. I want to take, because we got, we have one left. I want to take that outside and see how high it'll actually go without the ceiling stopping it.
Good idea.
That'd be awesome.
I can't imagine that thing going, not only in a car is it going off, hitting you in the face, you're lunging forward.
Yeah, you're going.
So you got force of both of those. I don't know how some people didn't die from that.
Yeah, well, they have had broken noses, obviously.
Yeah, people do get seriously injured. But
Well, I think that these are the older airbags before the manufacturers went back and made them less.
Cranked them back a bit.
Yeah. Because really, if that thing would go, that ceiling in there is 8 feet, and we don't know if it stopped when it got to the ceiling,
Yeah. Or if it went all
or
the
the
way
ceiling stopped it.
Yeah.
So you don't really know how far it would go.
Well, the other one went all the way up into the hole and sideways. So we don't know if it hit the concrete that's another 2 feet above it or what.
And I think the one that we've got left is passenger side airbags. I don't know if this is a bigger one or not, but the cylinder
It's longer.
is a lot longer. Do you know how to detonate those on purpose, Chloe?
Yeah, but I'm not going to touch that. No way, no. Someone else, I'll show someone else how to do it. And I know for a fact that the passenger ones are bigger because they're wider.
All right, what do you have to do?
You You just connect the gator clips to the two. There's two poles that come up, or two little posts, the mini posts.
Right.
Then you just plug it in.
Plug it into what?
Any electrical outlet.
The wall socket.
Wall socket.
Are we using that switch box that I had made?
No.
You use the AC adapter and just plug it in?
Yep. Then it automatically activates it.
Oh.
It's supposed to. That's the only time it really is supposed to happen.
Line 2. Yes, Michael.
Hey, boss man. 96, I think pre-96 Cadillac airbags, but it is Cadillac airbag, 40, 60 feet in the air, man.
How do you know?
My brother's a redneck mechanic.
All right, that's enough. It really went that high in the air?
Oh, yeah, they fly, man. Stand back.
Okay, thanks. We'll wait for the parking lot to clear and we'll take it out there.
Yeah,
Okay.
Clear visibility.
And Chloe's going to fire it?
No.
You're the only one who knows how. You and Chuck's at sound check.
It's really easy. Just what I told you to do. Just 2 alligator clips and you plug it in. Couldn't be more easy.
Okay. So you'll do it.
I think it'd be funnier to have Trey do it.
Shaky is not going to play with the airbag.
Calm you down.
Chuck, you want to tell me what happened?
Yeah, knuckle man over there. I'm standing over the airbag. I set it off, and he blew it up on accident.
How are we doing? Time-wise, Chloe? Would you like to hear some of the cuts?
Sure.
Because I kept the copy.
What you cut for corporate? Sure.
Yeah.
Now, did you go ahead and send these to corporate or just give them to Gavin?
Gave them to Gavin.
Okay.
I don't know who to send it to. Gavin, you can't piece together any of those?
I'm going to try to work around some stuff, but Jesus. It would have taken you 5 seconds, man.
Well, he did them for you. You said to be creative. I'm sure they're very creative.
I think I gave you a couple of minutes worth of stuff.
And you never cut liners.
No. Mm-mm.
That's a huge favor.
For some reason, he doesn't seem to appreciate it.
Oh, my God.
Ungrateful bastard.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
By the way, have you checked the sent file on your email?
Yeah, and you know what? That's not even funny. Debbie Henry just came in my office.
What'd you say to her?
I didn't say anything.
Yeah,
What did you send it to her?
I am sitting in my office nude. Would you come please and take pictures?
And then she showed up.
Yeah.
David Henry, why don't you tan a little more?
Didn't you call him something at the end?
Yes. I'm not going to say that word on the radio. S4. That's what it said.
Doesn't look as bad when it's hyphenated.
No.
Sort of British.
Oh, it's going to be a good day.
I really would just like to go home.
No. It was a big day.
All right. I can't. What time did you leave last night, John?
10:40. What time did you finally get out of here? Because you guys, we went through the whole set, and you guys started doing something else. You started, just tinkering?
Some of the songs didn't sound right during practice. Everett, were you here at the beginning?
Yeah.
Didn't it sound a little iffy?
Well, I think it was maybe just a matter of the band getting warmed up. I tell you, once things got rolling, the band,
sounded great.
Oh man, it sounds better than it's ever sounded. The horns and Lee Harris on bass is doing a great job.
Lee Harris is getting a little squirrely.
Oh, is he? What's he doing?
Well, he's trying to add too much as far as the bass guitar. Because he took over for Carlos.
Right.
There's just too many of the slides up and down he's
getting fancy.
He can tune that down. He's a good player, though. He really is. Very much.
And he's not pissy.
No, but I don't know if tonight he's going to get wound up and go back to his antics. I even told him when tonight's not the night. You want to dick around, go do it on somebody else's show. I just can't believe that it's that big of an issue with bass players. You got 4 strings. It's going to affect the entire band. And I told Chuck, if you don't get it, we'll just do it without him. Oh, we can't do that. We've added 10 horns.
Yeah.
And you have other amplified instruments. They're not going to notice 4 strings.
I said, nope.
Well, I think it adds a lot. I mean, he sounds really good.
There was a time Dan played bass. I accidentally unplugged him for 5 songs and nobody noticed.
I'll ask you again, Everett. You got a band, Morphine Annie?
Little Morphine Annie, right?
Right. You guys got a big gig.
Right.
Everybody shows up. Bass player can't make it.
Right.
Do you cancel or not?
No, absolutely not.
All right.
No, I mean, absolutely we don't go on. Do not go on. Of course, we're a 3-piece, guitar, bass, drums, so...
All right, well, let's say it's a band as big as this one. Ours.
Right.
Would you still not go on?
No, I think you could go on, but I think it would absolutely lack an element that needs to be there and should be there if the band is to be complete.
Why is it we can have band practice when the bass player isn't here and everything sounds fine?
Well, because Chuck is such a good keyboard player, for one thing. He's able to fill in a lot of the bass line, and you don't notice it as much. But
you don't notice it at all.
Well, I mean, do you not notice Lee's presence?
I do, only because he brought an amplifier in that was 6.5 feet tall. And this was at practice in the lobby out here at the station.
Well, he's a pro. He's got pro gear. I mean, he's got good stuff.
You don't need something that big.
He's got great tone.
It's too loud.
Well, he can turn it down.
He doesn't want to.
Well, that'll all get ironed out at the sound check.
But don't. What'd you just send me, Dan?
I was just saying, if, emergency situation happened and you don't have a bass player, just give someone a microphone and just have them say thump, thump, thump over and over.
That's pretty much what it is. And you got a better shot of being on key because all you got to do is listen.
Yep. So how late were you guys here?
1.
In the morning? Why?
Just kept going over different things.
Oh, okay. Well,
who all stayed that late?
Almost everybody.
Really?
Not JD, he left.
No, I was done. You said get out of here.
I don't think I said anything.
Yeah, you did. At the end of the thing, you said, if you're just a singer, get out.
Oh, all right. Gavin left about 11. It was a full day.
I'll bet.
Lee Harris wouldn't leave.
Probably wanting to get his part down, wanting to play everything just right.
No. How long before we need a break? You want to hear a couple of the corporate lines?
I'd love to.
All right.
It's so unlike you. This is nice.
This is beyond obvious. Quit it. This is Russ Martin from Live 105.3 in Dallas. Let me lick your corporate dumpster. Kitty cat was the first word.
I understand. They want to see your talent.
This is Russ Martin from Live 105.3 in Dallas. Let me lick your corporate dumpster. Here's the next one. This is Russ Martin from Live 105.3 in Dallas. I am sitting in an Easter basket full of cat.
think it'd fit right in.
This is Russ Martin from Live 105.3 from 3 until 7 weekdays. I drop my pantaloons and I open the Tupperware and then I mail it to France.
I believe Slick has cracked himself up.
Did I giggle it out?
Yeah.
This is Russ Martin from Live 105.3 from 3 until 7 weekdays. I drop my pantaloons and I open the Tupperware and then I mail it to France. Tupperware was the word. This is Russ Martin, afternoons on Live 105.3. When I shave every crevice of my body and I use the hair to make wigs for my dogs.
You sound like...
Yeah, what's wrong with that one, Gavin? Oh, he's not in his office. You save them or you hear the rest?
I want to hear... Well, I'm going to save some of them. How many more you got?
4. I'll give you one more.
Okay.
This is Russ Martin from Live 105.3, and sometimes I enjoy removing all my clothing, and I sit on things far too large for my anus.
Yeah.
See why you can't edit some of those together?
I think you make a little montage.
Get a flavor for the show.
I'm going to play them all, but I know I should wait.
We'll wait on them.
All right, we'll be back.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. Number 1 afternoon show is found right here. The Russ Martin Show. Now, back to the Russ Martin Show. Call Russ now at 214-787-1053.
Is that one forever? Yes, Jason.
Yes, hey, boss man, how you doing?
Good.
Grand Dragon.
Hello.
I have a question for Everett.
Good.
I just got out of prison. I've been in prison for 3 years.
For what?
And apparently I got a ticket back in 2000.
Why were you in prison?
I violated a protective order.
What'd you do?
I'm sorry?
What'd you do?
I violated a protective order.
I know. What did you do?
Well, apparently my wife got pregnant by another man. I kind of freaked out and went up there and, beat the guy up and everything and ended up going to jail for it.
For 3 years?
27 months, yes, sir.
How bad you beat him up?
I'm sorry?
How bad you beat him up?
Well, I didn't really beat him up bad. It was just kind of like a domestic issue.
Oh, that's right. Okay, you didn't go to prison for that. It was violating the order.
Yeah, I violated a protective order, and Texas takes that pretty serious.
So what's your question?
My question is, sir, I tried to renew my license when I got out.
Okay.
And I got a letter in the mail from the Texas Department of Public Safety.
Right.
And it says that they denied my license because I had a ticket back in 2000.
Okay.
And somebody has used my license or my identity in the past.
Right.
What's the question?
I was just kind of wondering, what's the statute of limitations on something like that?
Well, the statute of limitations doesn't apply in your case because that only speaks to the time from the date of alleged offense to the date the state can file the case.
He was in prison. He couldn't do anything about it.
Well, I know, but the statute of limitations is not the remedy. Here's the thing. If somebody else used your ID, there are ways to compare signatures, have the officer make some sort of in-court identification. There are a number of different ways that can be assailed. Everything else aside, you've got enough back time to cover any traffic tickets that you have. So, you can get time served on it.
So the answer is he needs an attorney.
Yes.
All right. Got it?
Okay. So I can possibly get time served for something like that?
Absolutely. You're absolutely entitled to it.
Okay. That was kind of my because I drive for a living.
I don't care. Is that Gail? All right. Hi, Gail.
Hi, Russ.
What do you got?
I've got Texas Motor Speedway and Toyota of Plano. In Dallas on eastbound 635 past Montford, there's a wreck in the HOV in left lanes in the middle of already heavy traffic. On eastbound LBJ, before Marsh, a disabled vehicle, it's in the left lane. And in Mesquite on southbound 635 near La Prada, the right lane is blocked, causing back up to Centerville-Ferguson. In Farmers Branch, northbound 35 at Valley View, a wreck in the right lane as you backed up past LBJ. Woodall Rogers eastbound at 75, there's a wreck in the left lane. It's backed up all the way to 35 Simmons. In Arlington, there's a crash. That was eastbound I-20 at Bowman Springs. It's in the clearing stages. Should be gone any minute now. I'm Gail Lightfoot on the Russ Martin Show.
Thanks, Gail. All right, beautiful day today. 52 for the overnight low tonight. Only in the mid-70s tomorrow, which is still going to be nice. Up to the 80s today, they say. 78 now at Live 105.3.
Why do you think I care about the rest of their life?
Just because they want to tell you all the aspects of it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. See, I drive, I got a new shirt.
Where'd you get it?
I got it at the Walmart. Not the one in Colleyville, the one on the freeway.
Oh. Well,
they were closed the first time I went in.
No, those 24 hours. Get off the phone. They just want you to have all the aspects of it.
Well, it took him forever to get to the question. What are those on hold, Dan? Which one?
Line 4 is about the party tonight. A quick question. We've gotten a couple of those, and then line 2 is another one for Everett.
All right, we'll do this, and then I'll erase those corporate things. Yes, Bob.
Yes, at the white trash party tonight, is cameras allowed?
Hang on a second. Let me check, because I told him yeah, but I don't know what. No.
Somebody asked me earlier the age limit too. Is there one?
Let me find out. Gavin.
Yeah.
Cameras, yes or no tonight?
Yes, on cameras.
You can bring them in.
Yes.
And what's the age limit?
18 plus.
Okay. Dan, does that cover most of the questions?
Yeah, those are usually the standard ones every year. That and the whole, can black people come?
No.
Sometimes they forget or they're new listeners.
And that question comes up every year, and I don't know if we need to change the name so that they don't think it's just exclusively for whites. Or
I think most people get it.
Well,
yeah, I know we get those every year. It's a theme party.
I think mostly when they ask, because I've actually gotten a couple of emails as well asking the same thing. They're pretty sure that they're allowed, but they just want to make sure that they're not going to be the only black person there.
What is it normally? 15%, 20%?
20.
Yeah.
So no, you're not going to stand out.
Everybody's there. Hispanics, everybody.
All right.
And then also the other one's always, do people dress up? And if so, how crazy do they get as far as dressing up?
There are pictures on my website. You can go there and you can look. And yeah, it gets pretty odd.
Yeah. It stays close to the theme of the party.
Where is Trey?
I don't know. He was out doing something with the audio.
Does he have his headphones out there and not realize we're back?
No, he left them in here, but I actually hid them over here.
He's probably looking for them.
Well, he hasn't been in here yet, so he doesn't know where they are.
He's probably passed out from all the anxiety.
Corporate?
I'll sit on those for a little while.
Okay.
Dan, you want to start news here?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Line 2 is, just tell me what line 2 wants. I know it's for Everett, but I can't stand another.
No, I understand.
I got my hair cut on Tuesday.
Which Tuesday?
Last week.
Or every other week?
Well, about once a month.
Okay.
My hair don't grow that fast anymore.
I didn't know. It slowed down.
Yeah. Can I borrow some money?
I'll kill you.
Was 2?
Similar situation as the previous guy. He caught his wife cheating, and he found the guy a few months later, tasered him, and beat him up a little bit, and he was wondering if there would be any ramifications.
Only if he gets caught.
How did you think you were going to get away with tasering him?
I don't know. I just got pissed off, and I already bought the damn thing, so I figured I'd go over there and kick his ass.
How did you catch him? The dancing with your wife?
Yeah, I caught him there. I found out she was cheating on me a couple months back, and she told me where he lived and everything, and I don't know, I decided to wait a little while, and I went to his house, found him, and tasered him, and then just kicked his ass a little bit.
How did you catch her?
I was waiting outside his house, and he happened to show, or how did I catch my wife?
Yeah.
She had text messages on her phone.
She had what?
Text messages.
Oh.
That she didn't erase, and she finally told me what was going on.
Did you do anything to her?
No, I didn't do nothing to her. Nothing at all. We're trying to work.
Why are you making the face, John?
She's equally as guilty as he is.
So you want him to light her up?
Do whatever.
No, we're trying to work it out. So, I mean, because I cheated on her like a while back, so I figured, hey, we might as well try to start new. We have kids and all.
Well, what was I going to ask? What did the text messages say?
Just about like after work, that how they wanted to drink and stuff, and just can't wait to see you, and just stuff like that. Nothing like worse than that.
What did she say when you hit her with that?
She was pretty shocked. She wanted to take the phone away from me, but
she didn't deny any of it.
No, she told me everything. She told me she couldn't do it no more with the other guy, and I mean, it was too much for her to to handle. So
yeah.
She just pretty much told me everything.
That's a sad story. Where are you going, Trey?
Where are my headphones?
Oh, you're the one that can't keep track of them. Yeah. We expect you to go flying back out of the studio and shoot yourself in the hall. You want to hear the corporate liners now?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. What did I play? Four.
Play the Tupperware one.
Do I?
Play the Tupperware one again.
This is Russ Martin from Live 105.3 in Dallas. Let me lick your d, you corporate dumpster. This is Russ Martin from Live 105.3 in Dallas. I am sitting in an Easter basket full of cake. It's bleeped out. Why couldn't you use that for corporate presentations?
I think they want to be a little closer to something they can air. They're not going to air this, actually, but still.
Anything else is going to sound contrived. This is more natural.
Well, it's more natural for you. Everybody doesn't know you.
This is Russ Martin from Live 105.3 from 3 until 7 weekdays. I drop my pantaloons and I take off in the Tupperware and then I mail it to France. This is Russ Martin, afternoons on Live 105.3. When I shave every crevice of my body and I use the hair to make wigs for my dogs.
Perfectly good.
This is Russ Martin from Live 105.3, and sometimes I enjoy removing all my clothing, and I sit on things far too large for my anus. This is Russ Martin from CBS Radio in Dallas. Why would they want to send that to a bunch of national advertisers?
I have no clue. Everyone wouldn't get it, and we wouldn't get very much business.
This is Russ Martin from CBS Radio in Dallas. But I enjoy warm sunsets while I smoke cigarettes with my penis. This is Russ Martin from Live 105.3 in Dallas. I am the ruler of the waves of air that broadcast to all. Where sometimes I enjoy wrapping myself in a 33-gallon hefty silk sack and marinating in liquefied shit from domestic farm animals. You could send something like that to Purina.
Or the dairy industry.
Yeah. This is Russ Martin from Live 105.3 in Dallas, and I would love to spend time. Hi. This is Russ Martin from Live 105.3 in Dallas, and I would love to spend time with our CBS corporate officers and show you video of Roy Clark shoving his junk through a glory hole.
No, this is not going to get us any national business.
People would like to see that.
Yeah.
Mine being on the other side.
No.
What, Dan?
Yeah, put that on a plate.
All right. Last one. This one's short.
Okay.
And we'll do news. This is Russ Martin from Live 105.3 in Dallas. I once took a hit on Pat Summerall.
That's usable.
He worked for CBS for years.
That's camaraderie.
Part of the corporate family.
Yes.
I feel sorry for Pat Summerall.
This is Russ Martin from Live 105.3 in Dallas. I once took a hit on Pat Summerall.
Explains a lot.
There, you got 9 cuts. You should be able to do something with that. All right. You ready for news, Ian?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. You want a legal here? 405 at KLLI, Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. Dan O'Malley's here with news.
Thank you, Russ. Brought to us today by Baby Dolls, where you can join me tonight after the White Trash Party. Baby Dolls Fort Worth off of 157, immediately following the White Trash Party tonight. Friday, March 14th, 2008. Birthdays today. Rick Dees turns 58. Billy Crystal turns 60, and he made his Major League debut today with the Yankees. Quincy Jones turns 75. And on Saturday, Young Buck, member of 50 Cent's crew, G-Unit, turns 27.
Why was Billy Crystal playing with the Yankees?
He got signed to a one-day contract because he is such a huge fan. And he ran into Derek Jeter on vacation somewhere a number of weeks ago, and he said he was bummed about turning 60. Jeter asked him, what would make you feel better? He's like, I don't know, playing for the Yankees. And they signed him for today and actually let him take an at-bat.
Did they let him play in the field?
I don't think they let him play in the field, but they did give him one actual official at-bat.
What is it, Trey?
I think he did actually get to play a few plays in the field.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I knew he was taking, practice with them in the field. I wasn't sure.
Are these preseason games?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
He said he swung so hard one time, missed the ball, he came around himself in the back of the head with a bat.
Well, hang on. Are we expecting somebody on the hotline?
I don't know. I'll check.
All right. What, Trey?
Well, they were playing Pittsburgh, and the Pittsburgh pitcher, you could have said, what the hell, it doesn't count.
It's Billy Crystal.
Yeah, and give him a meatball,
Right, lost him one.
He was throwing heat, curveballs. I mean, absolutely.
He threw him like 2 cut fastballs.
Yeah, took no mercy on him whatsoever.
He got a piece of one, too.
Yeah.
He actually had a foul ball.
Who was on the hotline?
Actually, there was no one there.
No. Did you guys pull any more audio from Obama's pastor?
Yes.
Where is it?
I pulled it's an ABC News piece. I kind of cut some of it down, but...
Have you heard any of this, Everett?
I've read some about it. I haven't heard it.
Trey found found some of the audio yesterday, and then it was yesterday afternoon. It hit CNN.
Right.
I didn't watch the news today, so
it's
a bigger story now?
Yeah. Because they dug up some of the things he said about America.
Senator Obama has been a member of the same church in Chicago.
Where'd you get this?
It was on YouTube, but it's from ABC News.
Okay.
Senator Obama has been a member of the same church in Chicago for 20 years, where his pastor has been Reverend Jeremiah Wright, the man who performed the Obama's marriage ceremony, and the man Obama credits for the title of his book, The Audacity of Hope.
Well,
with a powerful voice and his strong words, Reverend Wright can be a mesmerizing presence. And he
Is this the first time you've heard this?
First time I've heard it.
All right.
often uses the gospel to affirm his strong political views, as in this 2003 sermon, damning the United States for its treatment of blacks.
The government gives them the drugs, builds bigger prisons, passes a 3-strike law, and then wants us to sing God Bless America? No. Not God Bless America. God America, that's in the Bible, for killing innocent people. God America, for treating our citizens as less than human.
It's not known if Senator Obama was in the church on this day, but he has sought to play down Reverend Wright's overall approach.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Well, they got pictures of him hanging out, and even Obama's finally said, he's kind of like the crazy old uncle that sometimes you don't agree with. He's just trying to play it down as much as he can.
This isn't borderline.
No.
Of, your uncle that comes over and he's, starts dragging his balls across the ham.
But that's the way you play it, though. Years ago,
But nobody's going to buy that.
No. Well, what else does he have?
And JD brought this up a couple of days ago. Why is it the only people that are bringing up racism, it's coming from the religious angle.
Nuts.
I don't know.
Zealots. That's what I was looking for.
They have the podium, and they have, they're recorded.
Well, you got Reverend Manning that's going against Obama because he's half white.
Right.
You got this Reverend Wright who is for Obama because he's black, ignoring the fact that his mama was white.
Right.
Talking about Obama, he had to go through the plight of, only having a mom, no dad.
Right.
And I don't get how that makes you qualify to be president.
No, none of this
Either
does.
way,
Yeah.
it doesn't come into play.
Nothing he says, nothing this Reverend Wright says makes any kind of qualification for Obama, period.
Well, this one's got nothing to do with Obama. He's just bashing on white people in the government, right?
I don't think that my church is actually particularly controversial.
During the campaign, the senator has defended what he calls Reverend Wright's social gospel.
So he was one of the leaders in calling for
I think he drinks.
investment from South Africa and some other issues like that. And he thinks it's important for us to focus on what's happening in Africa. And I agree with him on that.
But an ABC News review of more...
He didn't say anything about Africa. He said America.
Yeah. It's a nice song and dance.
Not really.
More than a dozen sermons, which are offered for sale by the church, found Reverend Wright going far beyond his...
Bombed Hiroshima! We bombed...
They started it.
Yeah, he fails to mention that one. This is shortly after 9/11, by the way. This
sermon?
Yeah.
Yes, right after.
So he totally ignores the fact that the Japanese attacked a U.S. military installation right before Christmas.
Yes. He wants to say the fact that we killed 70,000 civilians, and then 2 days later did it again.
Yeah, why would we do it twice?
Because that was the only way the Japanese were going to stop, and we were...
You don't think they got it after the first one?
No, they
vaporized a bunch of Japanese people?
No, they did not.
How long did we wait?
Was it a week? I was about to say 3 days.
Yeah, 3 days.
But we sent...
We already built 2 bombs.
I think I would have spent... This is me. I didn't have any family that died, but I think I would have spiffed them at least a couple of weeks just to get over the horror.
Yeah.
Truman sent a declaration to the Emperor of Japan and said...
What about now?
Yeah.
What about now? What do you think? We'll do it again.
Okay, never mind.
You ever see Groundhog Day? Bunch of shadows? Huh?
Nagasaki, and we nuked far more than the thousands in New York and the Pentagon, and we never batted an eye. We have supported state terrorism against the Palestinians.
Here's the other thing that's amazing about this is he can rattle all this stuff off. He doesn't have to have any facts, doesn't have to have any proof, no references, nothing to say, all right, here's why I think this happened this way. Just wants to throw out the events. Yeah, we did that.
And the fact that, and he hides behind the Bible.
And he revises the events to comport with his argument.
GD America. No, I'm in the Bible.
Palestinians and black South Africans, and now we are indignant because the stuff we have done overseas is now brought right back into our own front yards. America's chickens.
None of this makes any sense.
No.
You take different events that happen, and then all of a sudden we're responsible for everything. We're responsible for the Japanese attacking Pearl Harbor. How the hell did you get that one?
The sad thing is, this is exactly the propaganda that Al-Qaeda uses to justify September 11th.
That we attacked Japanese?
That we are the only ones that ever drop a bomb, that we supported.
We're the world bullies.
We supported Israel against the Palestinians.
We're also there anytime there's a natural disaster.
Well, that doesn't count.
Well, yeah, that would kind of take the window to sales in his sermon.
Right.
Reverend Wright retired last month, but members...
Oh, that's too bad. I wonder if that's going to help Obama distance himself from any of this. Well, he's not even a pastor anymore. In fact, we think he actually passed away sometime this weekend.
I don't think so.
This is going to roast him.
Obama?
Yeah.
Reverend Wright retired.
Back that up and see what the hell he's saying there. Do we need a break?
America's chickens coming home.
Reverend Wright retired last month, but members of the church say he left a lasting impression on them and Senator Obama.
That's very astute.
Reverend Wright declined to comment or appear on this program, as did Senator Obama. In his most recent appearance in Ohio, when he was asked about it, Senator Obama said that Reverend Wright was like an old uncle who sometimes says...
With a meth lab. Break. All right.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. Now, back to the Russ Martin Show.
Where's Dr. Toledo?
He's in our office. So let me go get him.
Yes, please. We're going to try and have Gavin's nipples fixed.
Really? In what regard?
Oh, you haven't seen him?
No. What's
Gavin's
wrong?
got a floaty nipple. Yeah. Like sits higher or lower than the other one.
Really?
Yeah.
So what's the procedure for that?
I don't know. We're going to ask Dr. Toledo.
Excellent.
Hold on a second. Gavin, you want to come in here?
No.
Don't you want to get your nipples
No,
fixed?
I really don't.
You go everywhere without your shirt. Get in here.
No, I'm not going to do this.
Why?
Because. I mean, all bits aside, it's fine. I'm not going to do this.
You want them to stay slopey the rest of your life?
They're not slopey.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're fine.
When we measured them, one of them was like an inch and a half
lower,
higher than the other one.
It was a tape measure. Those aren't accurate.
Well, when you measure, we were measuring from nipple to nipple, and everyone in the room agreed.
Is there some way you can make this sound manlier?
No.
What the hell is that?
That's Dr. Toledo has his...
We don't need sound effects. Put that the hell down. Thank you. Go ahead.
Measuring nipple to nipple, and it was definitely at a little angle.
Yeah.
The tape measure, instead of being straight across, was down. Everybody saw it at the same time. It's not like Russ said and we all went, yeah.
Well, that was the reason we measured it.
Right.
You got the floaty nipple. Then
Well,
Gavin
yeah.
goes home and he asks his girlfriend, he goes, what do you think? She goes, oh, they look fine. Well, maybe she got a floaty eye.
Yeah, that's right. That's how they got hooked up.
You coming in here?
No.
What?
No.
Aren't you embarrassed about this?
No. And I don't want to ruin anything that's going on. I know you brought the doctor in, but I just...
Dr. Toledo, how long would this normally take to correct?
Oh, the surgery's just a couple, maybe 30 minutes or so.
And the recovery time?
Oh, he can go right back to work. I mean, it's kind of a lunch hour deal, probably.
Yeah. Is that something you could do here in the studio?
Yeah, maybe. You got a little, little alcohol and...
We do. I have a massage table I can bring in.
Massage table?
Yeah. It folds out.
No.
We don't need anesthesia, probably.
Dan, you Trey, go get Gavin.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get anesthesia in front of you guys.
Done it before.
I'm serious, dude. No.
So are we. Come
No,
on.
no, I'm serious.
This is for your own good.
I'm not. No. Come on.
Quit fighting.
That's too disturbing to listen to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is.
He'll be here sooner or later.
Yeah.
Chloe, you want to get the door?
Get in here.
Gavin.
Hold him down on his back.
This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing.
No, it's not.
At what point do I become the vice president of talk programming tomorrow?
When your nipples are level.
Yes. We'll have much more respect for you.
It's embarrassing, man.
Pull his shirt up so Dr. Toledo... Chloe, you want to help? Stop taking pictures and go over there and help him. Hit him with a freaking camera phone.
I'll get him thrown out. Man, this is a good show. I love to watch this and rerun.
Can we stand him up? Because gravity kind of pulls one down, maybe sometimes more
That's
than
going to be the only way that we're going to be able to hold him down.
All right, let me get a tape measure and measure these things real quick.
Well, just take a look. You don't have to measure them. Just
It's
what's
pretty
the,
obvious.
Yeah, what's the procedure?
This is right.
Yeah, will you actually just cut one of the nipples off and move it?
Yeah, the right nipple is about 2 centimeters lower, and it's about
it's more than that.
2 centimeters further lateral. It kind of points, it's like a headlight pointing to the side of the road.
Yeah, Gavin, you're out of alignment.
Yeah.
It's a fine.
Quit squirming, this is for your own good.
So what do you do?
I think he also. I would fix that. If I wasn't married and I was walking around, that kind of asymmetry,
On the beach.
Have you seen enough of his nipples?
Yeah.
You guys can turn him loose.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. Oh my God, that was pretty bad.
So what do you do? Do you do it like thank you, Gavin. Do you do like a breast lift?
You know what he also, while you're there, I think he needs a couple of pec implants. Just kind of build him up, make him more, más macho or something. What you think?
Gavin works out, how many days a week? 3?
4.
Well, maybe he's working out the wrong muscles.
Ludwig said the same thing.
That's cut number 1, by the way, in the weekend review.
Luddy?
Yeah, it's only 44 seconds.
All right, so what do you do? You actually, like with a breast lift, you cut ligaments and pull things up? What do you do?
Well, you cut a half moon of skin away from the nipple around the top of the nipple, and then he needs to go in, too, so you got to cut a half moon on the inside. So it's got to go up and in, up and in. It's down and out right now.
And that'd take about a half hour?
Oh, yeah. No, not even that. It probably 15 minutes.
Does he go asleep, or is that just...
No, we just numb it up.
Cool. Gavin, we get that fixed a half hour?
We're not doing anything.
You will not be out. We're not going to do
I'm
it.
going to have surgery.
You're not always going to be able to find a chick who appreciates your slopeness.
I'm fine. This is not going to have any adverse health effects, is it, Dr. Toledo?
Well, you know what? If you're going to continue to show off your slopey nipples, I'm not going to allow you in the band.
I think if he walks around with the left shoulder down a little bit, then they'll look symmetrical. He just has to walk around like he's carrying a golf bag or something.
Which cut is Ludwig?
Number 1. Get your Picasso nipple fixed. Come on.
Gavin, come in here and let Luddy look at your nipples.
Really?
He's putting them back on right now.
He came in one day, I don't know how he got off onto this, and his nipples are sloped, and he doesn't believe it.
Well, oh, my God.
Yeah, one of them's higher than the other.
They're fine.
They're not.
They're fine.
Oh, Lord Jesus. That's terrible.
It's not.
You got 3 of them.
We normally don't talk about the third one. We were saving that for the white trash party.
There's no steroids going on here.
That's what Ludwig said about Gavin working out.
Yeah.
I asked him to the break, I'm like, how often do you think Gavin works out?
Exactly.
Hang on, is that one of the cuts on here?
No, that was off the air. When he asked that.
Oh, that's right. Forgot about that. He goes, work what?
Work what?
Is there any more from Ludwig on here?
Oh, there's lots from Ludwig.
Oh, please.
Do you have the one where Gavin comes in with a jersey and Ludwig pulls it up over his head?
That's
yes.
3.
Yeah, cut number 3. That's when he comes in and he wants to hockey fight.
Let me ask Dr. Toledo this. Does insurance cover the slope nipples?
It'd be hard pressed to cover that.
Is there an actual medical term for that? Because right now we're just calling it spittle nipple.
Ugly.
Yeah. Gavin, why are you in here?
Gavin, please. It's here to get the hell beat out of him again.
I got my jersey on. I'm ready to drop the mittens. Let's fight.
Bye, Gavin.
And see, here's what you...
Put his jersey over his head.
Oh, wow. That should have been on Dateline's 10 Brushes with Death.
You should have seen it from this end.
Wow. He was just using his fingertips.
Do what?
Just using his fingertips.
You need to get him out in the sun a little more.
I don't think Gavin even had a chance to react to any of that.
No, he didn't. He just reached me. He was down.
Were you going to tell me another clip?
Yeah, there's actually 2 more from Letty. Cut 2 is when you were complaining to Letty about not getting to hang out with the Stanley Cup.
All right. You just brought home the Stanley Cup, which I never got to see because you were too busy floating in Vinnie Paul's pool. But go ahead with your story.
Well, it wasn't floating for long because I think a couple...
They did.
Topless dancers?
I think a couple girls hopped on it and tried to ride it. Yeah. It ended up as a submarine for a while.
Yeah. But that got to happen with it. But you promised me I could see it. I didn't see Dick. And then you're riding around it with it in the back of your truck. I forgot what you were doing with it.
I think it fell out. It fell out. And don't talk about promises. How many promises I ever hear from you? Yeah, I'll give you a call. Yeah, I'll call you.
I've called you before.
Only when you want to run your comedy act and I'm at the butt of the joke, right? Right, JD?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, you're a Forgot about that.
And there's one more that's most of our favorites. It's cut number 14.
That classic.
Doesn't need a setup.
This is still Ludwig and your overall relationship.
Shane Churla was just Churla.
How big was he?
He's not that big. He was only a couple 100 pounds.
What are we talking about here?
One of a former star player with big hands.
Shane Churla, who was kind of their enforcer.
Okay. Was or is?
Was.
All right.
Shane Churla was just Churla.
How big was he?
He's not that big. He was only a couple 100 pounds, but he didn't. His hands were the size of that telephone. And so,
they're bigger than your hands?
Well, maybe. But, well, and we went at it a couple
there
times.
There aren't many humans with hands bigger than yours.
Oh, man.
You'd have to go to the animal kingdom.
Well, isn't that what... Every time I walk out of here, I turn the radio on and hear something about knuckle dragger every time I'm leaving. So I never hear... not in front of me. It's always when I'm 14 miles away.
That's called survival.
Yeah.
And then what?
I got the 7-second button. I'll tell you what it's called.
Go ahead. I like to think of it more as being a coward.
Chuck's lost it.
Chuck, you know, just because he called me a chicken. Is that it?
That was awful lot of you.
Yeah.
All right. Trey said you got to leave Dr. Toledo. Where are you going?
It's spring break, so we're headed to Playa Carmen with the teenagers, trying to keep them out of trouble and have a little sunshine.
Where all have you been? Because there are pictures in your office from Africa.
Well, yeah.
Is that right?
I've been there, yeah. Yeah, just a little safari thing.
What are you shooting at?
Yeah, it's just little big animals and little animals and feeding the natives, though.
And this is your kid back here on the couch?
Yeah.
What's his name?
His name is Jordan. He's just wanted to see what this was all about.
Oh. How much your dad make, Jordan?
How much he make?
Less than Russ.
You know how much you make?
Not sure.
How big is your house?
It's different every day.
How big is the house?
Pretty damn big.
How many square feet? How many rooms?
5.
Is he retarded?
Kids don't think in square feet in rooms.
Well, he knows how many rooms.
5 bedrooms.
5?
5 bedrooms. So.
See, that's not very big. 5 bedrooms.
How many baths?
5.
He's retarded, isn't he? All right. When do you want to do Gavin's nipple surgery?
Oh, I'd better do it this afternoon. I'm headed out of town. Maybe we can...
Well, this is
y'all could hold him down, you know.
This isn't something that's life-threatening.
No, you know, the melanoma we took off of him was.
Well, it was funny. The last time Dr. Toledo was here, Gavin comes in to show off his physique. Dr. Toledo doesn't look at any of that. He goes, this is a hairy thing growing on your back.
Mole.
Saved his life.
Yeah.
Could that actually have grown into something?
It could.
Life-threatening?
It sure could. The nipple thing's not life-threatening, but, you know, hell, it's a couple of centimeters off. I mean, that's,
we think
that's
it's more
significant.
Than that. We do. And everybody will be looking at it tonight now at the White Trash Party. That's all we'll be able to see.
Gavin, if you're not going to get this surgery done, you going to let people take pictures with your nipples tonight?
Ridiculous.
Huh?
My nipples are fine.
Well, are you going to do pictures or not? People are probably going to want to see them before you get them fixed.
Yeah.
What, Dan?
They'll be worth more.
I've actually gotten a number of phone calls about that.
Got a yes?
Well, I'm not some kind of sideshow, Russ.
Well, yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
My nipples are fine.
Dr. Toledo, an expert, said your nipples are screwed up.
I need a second opinion.
Why?
Because.
Okay, your nipples are effed up.
There. JD? Everett?
Oh, yeah, they're horrible.
There you go.
I couldn't even see. He was on the other side of the room.
I've seen them.
I've seen them before, Gavin. They're hideous.
Get them fixed or you out of the band.
Listen, you can't give me ultimatums on my human body.
Yes, I can.
That's not fair.
You get those freaking nipples straightened out or you out of the band.
There's nothing wrong with my nipples.
I'm not going to negotiate with you over this. You get those goddamn nipples bent out of the freaking band.
You're asking me to get surgery so I can stay in a band.
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
Lots of people do it, Gavin.
What are you going to do?
I don't know.
Well, you're out of the band until you decide.
Well, that's ridiculous.
Exactly why I said it. All right. Dan, you want to finish news? Dr. Toledo, you want to stay? You want to?
Oh, we'll hang out for a little bit.
All right. Dan, you ready? Do we have time, Flo?
4 minutes.
All right. 4:42. Dan O'Malley's here with more news.
And the rest of birthdays today, Friday, March 14, 2008. Or actually, these are birthdays for tomorrow, Saturday. Eva Longoria turns 33. Bret Michaels turns 45. Fabio turns 49. Dee Snider from Twisted Sister turns 53. Mike Love from the Beach Boys is 67. And Jimmy Swaggart turns 73. And on Sunday, Flavor Flav turns 49. Nancy Wilson from Heart is 54. Eric Estrada, 59. Chuck Woolery, 67. And Jerry Lewis turns 82. All on Sunday.
What is this thing on the Weekend Review that something about me and my wedding? I don't understand it.
You started out talking about how you're so afraid of your wedding that you're worried about the date as it approaches.
I got an email from Lycus last night, still quizzing me and bagging on me about this entire wedding thing.
Really?
Well, he was pretty adamant yesterday on the phone.
Well, why does he care?
He feels like he's your buddy and he can lead you because he's been down this road 4 times.
All right.
And he could do.
And when he got married, the 4th time, like I said yesterday, this wasn't something that happened 25 years ago, and he's learned a lot. This is something that happened. He's been divorced 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
At the most.
But he was married 10 years the last time, so he just feels like he can help you as a buddy.
So he's telling you not to get married? Is that the deal?
Well, and you know what? He's got a valid point because he said, really think about it, what's in it for you? What am I really going to get out of it?
Well, I think there's an enhanced sense of companionship and growing, when people get married that maybe doesn't exist if you just live together.
Why? Because really, at that point, it's just documentation. You're pretty much forming a corporation with a business partner who ain't putting nothing into it.
Well, that's why you have a prenup, so you can delineate what your rights are.
All right. Now, prenups, are they contestable?
They are, but if you do them right, they're difficult to contest. In Texas, there are a couple of things that are really good to do. You should have the other party have his or her own attorney.
That's what I said yesterday. Go find your own. I'll tell her to go get her own attorney. I'll pay for it, but it'll be somebody totally impartial so they can't come back later and go, well, she felt coerced because we were using the same attorney.
Yeah, that way you've got an attorney for either party signing off on it. It makes it a lot more difficult to say.
All right, you got that one. What's the other things?
Well, that's the main thing, just making sure that you have it in writing.
Trey said something about compensation.
To make it legally binding, there's some form of compensation.
Consideration for signing the prenup.
Actually, the marriage itself is the consideration.
I told you that yesterday, didn't I?
I was wrong. And in fact, there are what are known as anti-nuptial agreements, which occur after you've already been married. You can essentially have the same sort of agreement using, again, the continuing marriage as the consideration.
See? Free place to live, free car, free utilities, free everything. Here's your consideration.
You're always right.
Thank you.
So,
I don't want you to be offended by me saying that. Go ahead, whatever.
So you can make sure, if your assets are a concern, and that's a valid one, you can make sure that that's taken care of in advance. You don't have to worry about that if you get divorced. Make it a lot easier to get divorced if that should arise. Hopefully
it will. I mean, the whole thing's not going to last 4 or 5 years, and I know that, and I'm all right with that. I don't know if Amy's got that same verve.
Right.
No, she expects it to last forever. A first bride always does. I'm sorry, they always do.
Well, it's going to end regardless. Either somebody will die or they'll get divorced.
Someday, but most of
I still know in 4 or 5 years, it'll run its course. I'll be done with this.
Well, and then you can get divorced if that's your wish.
What's the email you're holding?
It says, don't listen to that stupid Tom Likas. I don't know how many women would actually date him, let alone want to marry him. He's everything that's wrong with men. You're better than that. Russ, so if you want to get married, then you should get married. Don't let anybody influence your decisions.
Well, he brought up a valid point that you really can't argue is, what's in it for me?
Well, why do you do it 4 times if he's so against it?
I don't know.
All I've ever said before is your life is not going to change when you get married, so you shouldn't worry about it. Nothing's going to change day to day.
All right, if nothing changes, then why do it? That's the part that I don't get. I still have no idea how I got into this.
To make her, it's basically it's a concession to make her happy and give her.
She's already happy.
Clearly not. She wants a marriage.
Well,
women.
She didn't even talk me into this. I don't know how I got to this point. I'm the one that asked. I'll be goddamn.
I think she probably did nudge you into it slowly, very, very.
I think in the course of 2.5 years, she probably asked twice.
She's just.
Then I get drunk and I'm power washing, and the next thing I've done a proposal in a concrete.
So romantic. I think slowly.
And then I gotta look at it every day.
And you
most people, when you do the proposal, you ask and it's just gone. I gotta go outside every day and see it on the back. I'll be goddamn. What were you going to say?
I just think slowly but surely you've realized how comfortable you are together as a couple, how wonderful it is to come home every night to a woman, and every little girl dreams of her wedding. She's not going to want to be 30, 35, and 40 and never have gotten married.
But again, what's in it for me? That's an argument. I can't even come up with anything with Lycus. What do I get out of it?
It's a one concession you're making to her for all she gives to you.
I give back.
Well, just let her have her day, one day. And then your life goes back to being exactly the way it was before, except there's a piece of paper.
But then it's going to be harder to drag her out of the house legally.
No, not really.
You can't throw her out.
Well, that's what I meant.
Well, you have a prenup, you can handle all that later.
How do you do that, Everett, if you want to get separated, but both of them want to stay in the house? Normally the guy goes, screw it, keep it. You got the kids or whatever, but...
Well, if it gets nasty, there can be temporary orders involved by the judge while the divorce is pending. Yeah.
Wouldn't that suck to get thrown out of your own house by a judge?
I'm not getting thrown out of my house. I'll drag her out of the house naked with her ass across the linoleum.
That's why you have a prenup.
I don't need a prenup to drag her ass out of the house naked.
Making that sound?
The linoleum queef?
Yeah, how's that work?
Or clam trying to hang onto the floor so she doesn't get pulled out. What, Dan?
I was just going to say I've got that on the weekend review if you want.
All right, give it to me really quick, then we'll break.
It is... God, there's so many of them trying to find it.
8?
Yes. No, wait.
5. Could it be 3? Number 2. Are you sure it's on here?
I thought it was. Maybe it's not. I'm sorry. I just screwed you up.
That doesn't make any difference.
No, 11 was the other one about your wedding.
What sound does it make? When the linoleum queef?
The squeak.
11's only 50 seconds, but it...
All right, what is 11?
You're talking about your wedding, how much you love the idea.
As we get closer to that date, I'm going to become more and more unstable. And because I'm here most of the day. What's the matter, Dan?
I found it. It was on. It's got number 13.
Bored with that. Today, the rest of you will have to enjoy that.
Lovely.
I would like to point out that I've never been in support of this union.
Well, thank you. Anybody else want to kill a bitch?
No.
I really don't think, shtick aside, as we get closer to whatever that date is, I'm really going to become unbearable. Because I don't think I want to do it. I like the aspect. Okay. I like the comfort of the relationship. Mm-hmm. I like the fact that somebody's there, that her body hasn't gone to piss. I like those things. I don't think I'm going to like making some dumbass promises to somebody that are supposed to last forever. That doesn't appeal to me on any level. On any what?
On any level. You also do the baseball safe sign when you do that one.
It doesn't. I can't think of any reason that I want to do this now. Well, and I don't have to.
You don't have to at all.
You can back out.
You made a commitment to it.
I'm still befuddled. I got bamboozled.
You didn't.
How I got into this.
When you got into it, not only did you get into the engagement, you set a date. You agreed to that. I think deep down you really want to do this and you want to just scream and be drugged to the altar.
No.
I think you do. Otherwise, why would you power wash that if it wasn't in the back of your mind? That's like saying I was drunk and I had sex with this
You're
chick.
right. It is in the back of my mind, but I don't know why. Yeah, I want to follow through with this. If you're right, nothing's going to change. And Lycus is right. What's in it for me? Especially because I'm going to have to pay for everything. I don't want to do this. There's nothing with this wedding that appeals to me on any level. Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. Now, back to the Russ Martin Show.
Hang on, tell me about it in a second. They actually want me to go pick them up in the Batmobile?
Yeah, just want to ride.
All right, well, hold on. Hi, Gail.
Hi, Russ.
What do you got?
Texas Motor Speedway and Don Davis Auto. And on the tollway, there's a wreck just reported northbound at Frankfurt Road. Southbound 35 is heavy from the Bush Turnpike up to Valley View because of an accident that's on the right shoulder now, so it's slow all the way through Carrollton. On northbound 75, heavy traffic from 635 through Allen. In Arlington, on eastbound I-20 at Kelly Elliott, there's a crash off to the right shoulder. It's slow from Park Springs. And in Fort Worth, what is that? Northbound 35 at 30 in the Mixmaster, there is a wreck. And also in Fort Worth on westbound I-30 at Beach, the two right lanes are closed. Traffic is heavy from Bridgewood. I'm Gail Lightfoot on the Russ Martin Show.
Thank you, Gail. 52 for the low tonight. Going to be a really beautiful day today. 70 for Live tomorrow. We are at 83 now at Live 105.3.
All right, what's the email?
The person who's got leukemia, and they don't have... they want to ride in the Batmobile before they, I guess,
die?
Get too ill. Yeah, ultimately.
They say in the email how long they've got it?
No. Just that they want to ride in the Batmobile before it gets too late.
No timeline?
I think they're asking... I don't know, September?
No. I'm busy till Halloween.
God. Russell.
I can't take everybody for riding the Batmobile.
Not everybody.
They want me to go pick them up?
Yeah.
It's a bad precedent.
Yeah, because if you start with just one, whether it's cancer or some kid with the Make-A-Wish Foundation or somebody who's just paralyzed, I'm going to get emails from everybody.
Not to mention the people that are going to start faking it because they think they can get a ride in the Batmobile.
Well, obviously, we'll ask for documentation sometime, but...
No, if they're paralyzed, I'm going to set their legs on fire.
No.
If they don't kick, then they get to ride.
No.
What is it, Dan?
Yeah, you're right, because technically you could forge documents. You can't forge your feet on fire.
Thank you, Daniel.
That just opens too many doors.
No, you do a lot as it is. If you didn't do anything, I'd say, you know what, you got a lot of toys and God's been good to you, share them. But you really do a lot for people.
This got nothing to do with the Police and Fire Foundation. This is just a listener that wants to go for a ride in a Batmobile.
They're dying.
Well, tell them I'm busy till Thanksgiving.
They may not have that long.
Yeah, I know.
They're going to die either way.
Yeah. Then they won't know.
It's a dying wish.
Well, what if they don't die?
Then you're screwed.
What did you just say? What if they don't die? That's a blessing.
Well, then I had to go pick them up for nothing.
Screw job. Still has cancer.
What, Dan?
You said what I was going to say. It's a hose job.
Yeah.
No, if we can prove they have cancer, it'd be different. Obviously, not everybody that.
Well, if they don't die, then they're going to pay me for that ride.
Well, aren't you just Mr. Whatever? Giving.
All right, I'll go get them.
What does that mean?
I've forgotten about my new attitude.
Oh.
I slipped for a minute.
Yeah, back in the real you.
Well, it's not being pissy. I just can't go grab everybody who wants to ride the General Lee, the Batmobile, or whatever. Because then I'm going to be running all over North Texas.
You can't do it. You're right. They need to come to you instead of you go to them.
No, because then I'm going to have a bunch of Crips crawling up to the house.
They're dying.
JD, I like how you're planning out Russ's time, how Russ can go do all these things, but you don't have to do a thing except sit there and be self-righteous.
Those who have been given a lot are expected a lot of. and he's been given a lot.
Why don't you blow me?
I'm sorry, I heard Obama say that last week.
He said what?
He said that same thing.
Which one?
Stole it from him. Then those of us have been given a lot, or there's a lot expected of us. As well as that governor from New York said that too.
Yeah, it's a Kennedy speech.
Oh, is it?
What the governor?
For those who much is given, much is required.
Yeah. Is that his logic or reasoning behind giving these chicks $5,000? I've been given so much.
Yes, how much share? With the less fortunate hookers.
The poorer hookers. And that chick he was giving cash to, she's hot. I'd date her, but I wouldn't give her $5,000 for sex.
He's paying for the discretion, though. He's not paying for the poon.
Well, you can find cheaper hookers than that.
I believe a $200 hooker would be pretty quiet.
Yeah, I don't know, but there's got to be.
But Everett's right. That's an aspect that I didn't really consider. Is you're not just paying for the chick; you're paying for the anonymity.
Right.
Or else why wouldn't you just go get a common street whore?
The old line Charlie Sheen always used to say, "I've never paid for sex. I pay for them to leave quietly."
Yeah, and that's obviously what Governor Spitzer.
Sorry,
that's what he was doing.
Yeah.
Be curious to see what other names come up, because guys that have that kind of money to spend on whores are probably going to be noteworthy people that we know, and he got that number from somebody.
Yes.
I didn't think about that. He probably just wasn't surfing the web and went, hey, look at that.
I just like to be client number 8.
Yeah.
I had to be next to him.
That's all going to come out in the investigation.
Well, and here's the other interesting thing is, because as Attorney General, reason why he probably knew about it, because he busted a bunch of prostitution and escort rings.
Oh, yeah. All right. He was already networking.
How's this work again?
And you would think after going through all of that, he would know ways to dodge detection.
Arrogance.
He was doing exactly what he said in I think it was a ABC interview that said, never put anything in writing. Don't text anybody. Don't stick something in the email. What do you do?
Text and emails. And
transferring money from my account
into airline tickets.
And Trey's right. You look at pictures of his wife from a year ago, and now it really does look like she's aged 10, 15 years.
Yeah. Just those 7 to 10 days, she looked terrible.
Well, she looked like she was going to pass out the first day she was standing on stage in the press conference.
Couldn't even look up at all.
Why she didn't freak out? That's your one chance to get him back for everything that he's done to your family, because he didn't do it once, and it's not something that's just going to fade and you'll forget over time. It's something that's going to just stick with her and the kids forever.
When you're a governor and you're removed or you quit, that's forever.
And then you drag her up on stage again to show, my wife says it was okay. What's the big stink with you guys?
She's still here, isn't she?
She wanted him to fight it. That's one of the most amazing things.
She wanted him to stay governor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, she didn't want to move out of the freaking governor's mansion.
Maybe she knew about it?
I think she had to have known about it.
I don't think so.
He's been doing it for years and years. So all that money
he's got the perfect cover. He's governor. He's got to travel. He's always got state troopers with him. She doesn't know when he's dodging the troopers and when he's hooking up with whores.
Maybe so, but what about all the money? I don't know how much access she has to their accounts, but apparently he spent tens of thousands of dollars.
80.
That's tens of thousands. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, but he's got a lot. So.
Well, and Amy doesn't know how much money I've got. She would know if I was dumping $5,000 a month on a whore.
Nope. Not at all.
And I'm sure, when he got married, again, you don't know how long he's been doing this. They ever say how long he's been married?
Oh, 20 years.
All right. Well, just because he got caught now doesn't mean he's only been doing it for the past couple of years. He could have been doing it all along and always kept money in a different account so she'd never see it.
But use smaller amounts and no one would have noticed. Had it been $200 and $300 hookers, nobody would have noticed. But you start dropping $5,000 and $10,000.
Yeah. Another thing, had he never run for governor, he would have never gotten caught. He could have stayed attorney general, anything.
No, he probably would have gotten caught because the government, they saw the cash moving back and forth.
But it got flagged because he was a governor and the bank thought, all right, this is really odd. I wonder if he's using funds improperly.
And now they've speculated. Initially, they said, they don't think he used any of anybody else's cash for this. Now they think he used some of his fundraising.
Oh, that'll be bad.
Cash on these whores.
That'll be the worst.
Well, not to mention he's violated the Mann Act, which prohibits inducing prostitutes across state lines.
I don't understand why that makes this more damning. He's already sleeping with whores. Just the fact that she had to travel someplace.
Well, the Mann Act is a really old federal statute, and it was originally enacted to prohibit white slavery, to prohibit people being involuntarily shipped across state lines. But the way it's worded, it says any person who induces or otherwise, there's a laundry list.
So whether or not it's applicable, they can still slap him with this.
I think the way it's worded, yes. Minimum 5-year federal prison term, up to 30.
And it's still a pisser that he tried to use the fact that he was governor as some type of leverage. I'll resign if you guys won't prosecute.
Sure.
Nobody else has that luxury.
Making deals right to the very end. That's what he's done all along through his career as attorney general, as prosecuting attorney. That's what they do, is make deals.
All right. Don't want to take any of those, Dan? If those are for rides in the different cars, I'm not going to entertain those.
One's a request for a ride with JD, though.
Which one?
Ride with me?
Yeah, line 4.
Yes, Jody.
Hey, guys. Hey, JD, you always seem like the nice guy and everything, so I won't even ask Russell. But my father-in-law just got diagnosed with cancer, and he's a huge fan of y'all. He used to be a police officer, so I'm sure he'd like a ride with you in the Spittleville, police truck.
I'm busy.
Oh, now you're busy.
Till when?
What's up with that?
When's he going to die?
Well, let's just say it doesn't look very good. He just found out a couple weeks ago, and it's already doubled in size, and they can't do anything because he's...
You want me to help you with this?
He's 65.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. You got pictures of the tumor?
Actually, I don't, but he does. But come on, JD, you're always trying to... Come on, Russell, it's the last week.
I'm not giving you anything.
Email me.
Pictures?
Yeah. Email me. I'll consider it.
And if you do it and they don't die, you're going to be pissed off.
No, I won't. I'll be okay. And my heart goes out to these people, and I don't get very many requests. You, on the other hand, you would get a ton of requests.
You don't know that any of these people are sick. It could all be an illusion.
Don't with the illusion. Please. Ah, Jesus, you Christ. Don't do news or something.
Skyline's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful from a distance.
But
it's an illusion.
That's when the director needs to scream, cut!
How many takes of this did you do?
Actually, we were rushed. We didn't do that many because we were trying to catch the sunset. I think we probably did 4 or 5, though. Heck, it couldn't have been an illusion every time.
Did Ali, when he shot this, did he keep any of the outtakes? Because I want to hear what didn't make it.
That's a good question. I don't know if he still has it. He probably does. As a director, you keep all that stuff. No.
I enjoy the sunset.
Yes.
As we sit here on this... You say it was a dyke?
It was a dyke.
Yeah, with his chick with the flannel shirt. As the sun gradually sets, perhaps I'll drop your pantaloons and explore your kitty cat area.
Script.
As I lower myself to that area, I get a whiff and I say to myself,
yes,
shoo-wee. It smells like someone has not entered the kitty litter box. When we actually did the screening of, what's the name of the movie?
Seduction of Innocence?
Yeah. When we did the screening of that, did we take this scene and have the projectionist rewind it?
Oh, yeah. I think like 2 or 3 times. It's kind of funny. You're sitting there, everybody's sitting there watching it at Lakewood Theater. And then you demanded or commanded that, hey, I want to rewind that part. So they just went up there, rewound it, played it like 3 times in a row.
Well, it was the only thing that anybody was waiting for in the movie.
Yes.
That and near the end where you shoot that chick with a cannon.
That was actually fun to shoot. The whole movie was fun to shoot, actually. But, the shooting part that's the only time I got to actually shoot anybody in the whole movie. It was the chick.
And why does it sound like you blew her head over the howitzer?
Again, they slow-moed it. They slow-moed me killing her and her going up against the wall. So to make the gunshot match the speed of the film, they had to slow it down. And then appeared to magnify it a bit.
Is it?
Yes.
Who's the chick playing cat?
I can't remember her name now.
Kat, this is Jim. I'm a police officer. I've been working undercover here at the club.
I missed a bunch of my acting sessions.
Oh, shut up. See, you in any movie was on, what was that on? Showtime? No. Cinemax.
Yeah.
Well, it's at least network.
I'm a police officer. I've been working undercover here at the club.
You
understand?
I wish you to believe you because you're acting blue.
Cat, put the gun down. Give me the bag.
What was in the bag?
Sorry,
Cocaine.
Jim. This belongs to Tina.
You shot her for a bag of coke?
I shot her right through the bag of coke.
For Tina.
Big bag, though.
Listen to me, Cat. Tina would want you to put the gun down.
Yeah.
So did the stabs of music.
It's dramatic.
I'm going now.
Cat, don't do this. Cat, don't.
You don't think that was playing it up a hair?
That wasn't in the film.
That's the audio.
The splats of meat were not in the film.
Yeah, I'd say that's overkill.
No, it wasn't there in the original version.
How much money did you make for that movie?
About $5,000. If I had known it was going to go to Cinemax and everything, nobody knew. This is one of these movies you did just for the experience, just for the fun. You'll learn a lot more seeing yourself in a leading role, even if you suck, because you go, oh, that didn't work either. Versus, if you get a small role in a Tom Cruise movie, you're a background, you're nothing. You don't learn anything. So this is one of those films you do that you think will go away.
How much extra money could you have made had you known it was going to be on Cinemax?
If I knew it was going to be something that was going to haunt me for 17, 18 years, I probably wouldn't invest that much. We didn't have that big of a budget. I think the whole budget for the entire thing, including film and everything, processing, editing, was...
How much for the meat?
That was extra. About 80,000.
That's a lot of cash. What'd you shoot it on?
35 millimeter. I mean, all the equipment in the film was top end. And you got a director of photography, and then we had a lighting guy, we had sound guys. I mean, it was shot like a real film.
Did you get any movie roles after this?
No. Because this one came out.
Yes. Yes, you did.
No, I didn't, man.
Oh, yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
It's a classic. And it was award-winning.
There have been no other films.
What did it win?
It was a L.A. Film Independent L.A. Film Award.
It didn't. Nothing else came. No.
Do you still have that, Chloe?
Yeah.
I want the outtakes. Well? What kind of system are you using for the audio?
We throw them in a barrel.
Prayer.
I wish it. Which cut?
Cut number starts at 19.
How many are there?
19 through 24.
And what's the name of the movie?
Movin' G.
Yeah.
2007. Great.
2007.
My whole day, one day on the set.
And when I'm elected, I will protect our country, our heritage, our very way of life, sorry. Our country, our heritage. Yeah, it's our very way of life. Sorry, I had it right. So, rolling? And when I'm elected, I will protect our country, our heritage.
I don't know why I never isolated this audio before.
Why?
Goes along with your...
No, this is a movie. I'm an actor.
No, it's not.
It's a movie.
No, I believe this is from Fox.
No.
Yeah?
This is a movie, obviously. No, Fox. I just always say, no, cut. Let me do it again.
Yeah, we'll cut that out.
Our very way of life from those invaders who would choose to poison and corrupt who we are and what we hold precious. Thank you. What power?
What power?
White power.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. You're acting so natural.
It wasn't natural. That was terrible acting.
No, this is a lot more believable.
No, it's not.
You know why?
Why?
Because it was a press conference.
Sounds like an FBI wiretap.
You crazy get off her!
God. Please.
This is where you find your daughter with a black guy?
I walk into my own bedroom and my daughter, to get back at me, is sleeping with a black guy. Actually.
You spit that out.
It's an oral nature that they're having sex.
Which take did they use in the movie?
I don't know. I never saw the movie.
They should have released 5 versions. They just rotated these.
Is that right? Is that a girl on you? Sally Ray, spit that out. You, shoot. Sally Ray, you got a mouthful of that?
All right. Okay.
Oh, you know, on a DVD, there's outtakes.
We can stop this. No.
Oh.
Not on the indie version.
And it's for sale.
They never do this.
The movie is?
Yeah, I believe we'll have to go buy one.
No.
So
and you know it's not bleeped.
When did Seduction of Innocence come out?
95.
So you waited 12 years.
I have my reprise role, yes.
And this is what you picked?
Yes.
Well, you can tell your acting's gotten a lot better over the past 10, 12 years.
Shut up.
Especially when you're appearing as yourself.
They were the ones that were shocked because you showed up with your own costume.
No, I did not. That was theirs. But we did shoot that outdoors. That was kind of embarrassing standing around on that. I keep going. People driving by looking. I'm going, it's a movie. It's a movie.
You always say that when you're wearing the robe?
No. No. Never. I don't wear the robe.
All right. Anything else before we finish news? How long before we need a break?
3 minutes.
Okay.
I was going to say, play 5 and 6. It says something on there, but I'm not sure where it was from. It's another JD Cuts.
Oh, Jesus. The black guy can say cooning. Thank you. That's Chloe. Thanks for adding to the moment.
Wow.
I can't go out in public tonight now.
It's a white trash party.
But everyone will be there. And there'll be, some people don't get. One day it's going to be one person that doesn't get this joke.
Yeah.
We've been eagerly awaiting that moment for years.
Thanks, my friends.
We were discussing over the break. We wonder why it's taking so long.
It's very upsetting.
Maybe you should go after somebody else for a while.
No. I mean, yes.
All right. If you want cut number 6 on the weekend review, it was another position that Grand Dragon boosted.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I forgot about this one.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anybody that's not going to kick me while I'm down today?
Yeah.
I'm going to say shoosh to you.
Pulled over in her car as a black man driving in the wrong. I am sick of Negroes who just do.
This is Reverend Wright, Obama's pastor.
Okay.
Okay.
Do not get it.
Which Negroes don't get it?
I'm completely out of where he's going with this.
Unless it was the 10% of black people that haven't voted for him, unlike the 90% that have when they voted.
Yeah. So far, from what we've seen in the polls, an overwhelming majority of blacks are voting for Obama.
Yeah. And there's nobody out protesting.
What's the protest?
I'm saying there's nobody out. There's nobody out. Shut up, everybody. Please let me walk out of this.
That would have been one of the moments where you wanted to end it with, now look!
That was my now look moment I missed.
Is JD's take on the presidency anywhere on the weekend?
Yes, it is. That'd be the next cut, number 7.
Jesus, Trey, I was wondering when you were going to jump in.
Let's see what that one is.
Thanks for wearing
this is when JD reminds us about the U.S. presidents over history.
Everett, you'll like this one.
Okay, I can't wait.
I'm still missing this. You have to know the plight of the black people to be able to run for president?
This one I don't understand his point at all.
All right, maybe.
People are not hating Obama. That's his premise is because he's black, he doesn't fit the mold. Nobody ever said he fit the mold. Yeah, it has been predominantly white men that have been president up till now.
Predominantly?
Predominantly.
How about all of them?
Well, that also falls in the category of predominant.
All right.
And people aren't in the streets.
Do you know who's that giggling? Everett?
It's Everett.
That falls within the realm of predominantly.
Correct.
Know something about one of the presidents?
I don't want to talk about it.
Hold on, what, Trey?
It's a dance of tears.
What are you laughing at, Dan?
Predominantly.
It's like you're looking at all the pictures of all the presidents.
Yeah, you got all the presidents together for a nice group shot. Hang on. Say.
Who's he?
You think maybe...
what?
LBJ was black?
No!
We've been bamboozled.
No, there was no...
Ain't no way a white man would have a yang that big. and nicknamed it Jumbo.
No, it wasn't black.
And no way you have a white man in a White House with a crank that big that's been digitized. Give us another history lesson, John.
I'm out on history.
We need a break? Yes. All right.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. Listen to afternoon show, the Russ Martin Show. Now, back to the Russ Martin Show.
For whatever reason, when I play that solo in Loverboy, it don't sound like that.
It does too, man.
It does these days.
Yeah.
No.
It didn't when you first started, but it does now.
The other night at practice.
Yeah, I heard it last night.
I was, not last night, but whenever the time before, I guess last Sunday when we rehearsed, I was sitting down reading a newspaper or something, and I heard Russ play it. Not looking up, I didn't know who it was. I had to look up to see if it was him or Mike Morose.
Yeah, last Saturday.
What?
Last Saturday was Morose here?
Yeah.
Was? Okay.
Why?
I was just saying I was hearing some notes coming out of the deal. I was like going, I know you're getting better, but I was like, damn, if that's Russ,
there's a good chance it wasn't me.
All right, well, just say, well, you have gotten better.
Thank you.
You suck.
Jesus. What the hell was that for? What?
Forgot about it because it's been 4 or 5 minutes.
What?
Both Trey and I are in the urinals, in the bathroom, at both the urinals.
Uh-huh. Oh, no. Well, I think I know where this one goes.
Yeah.
No, it's because not only
get him off the
floor. Because not only
yes,
he pees on my shoe.
Yes, he does that.
And then I try to pee back, but I'm kind of done. So then I pee down my pant leg.
Show me your pant leg.
Oh, that's very nice. Double whammy.
He tries to pee back on my foot, and it then starts going down his leg, and then he's jumping up and down, and it's just water splashing. Chloe, we keep the audio of, I can't remember which concert it was. Trey screaming at Carlos from the crowd. Was it Live 7?
That was Live 7.
Yeah, it was at Nokia.
Is that it?
Yes.
What cut?
15. Yeah, he comes just running right up there.
You lousy sucking.
That's not the right one. No. That's a message from Trey.
16.
Okay. Let me see what he's mad about here.
Mother.
End of message.
Piece of still loving mother.
End of message.
Why are you mad at me?
You know what? You are a sorry ass sucking piece of mother. You know how many times I had to go meet contractors out at your house and wait there with my thumb up.
What is it?
You giving Chuck a key to your house?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're pissy about that.
He's never given me one.
I paid Chuck to do stuff.
I did it for free. That makes it even worse.
Yeah, it does.
It really does.
Because you wouldn't give me a damn mother. You lousy piece of and you were paying me. I was doing it for free because you were my friend. You silly mother. I hope you and Chuck give each other AIDS. You lousy sucking pieces of
God.
I can't believe you did that. Damn, that pisses me off. Damn. You are one piece of mother. I have been nothing but loyal to you, and you wouldn't even give me a key in the alarm code because I would have sped things up. I would have wasted a lot less time doing for you for free, for damn mother free, penniless. Doesn't cost you a damn dime. You mother.
End of message.
If you're going to go there, you might as well play 13.
Do I?
If you're going to go there, you might as well. If you're going there, you might as well play 13 also.
What is that?
That's a voicemail to Krusty.
Oh, to Chuck? Yeah.
Hey, Krusty. Let me ask you a question.
I forgot about a lot of these.
There's a couple cocktails in here, too, you can tell.
Hey, Krusty. Let me ask you a question. Don't you have a life other than being up Russ's? Do you not have family, someone who misses you being around? Because certainly they never see you unless they come over and get in front of Russ because God knows you're right up his right behind them. And what the is wrong with you? Don't you have any life whatsoever? I mean, surely you had a life before meeting Russ. Didn't you do a band or something, a job, anything? Friends? A buddy, maybe would like to hang out with you every once in a while. Or have you just told everyone that you're exclusively Russ's bitch? I'm just curious, because it's just mind-boggling that 24/7 you seem to be up his... I would think, maybe he'd like some relief. Seems like he get kind of old having an old man in your... I'm just...
All right, which one is that? Trey screaming at the concert?
Speaking of Chuck, anybody heard from him in Soundcheck?
Did you call him, Trey?
I called and left a message, and I said, if you don't get me, call the hotline.
All right. All right. On horns in the back, Mr. Chris Gebhardt. For anybody that doesn't know the concept of this band, I already know the concept. We up miserably. On horns, bagpipes, and cowbell, Mr. Travis Hamilton. Probably one of the pissiest doctors I've ever met on bass, Dr. Carlos Venegas. Down this way. I don't know why I didn't hear that. Obviously, it was loud enough for the mics to pick up.
Yeah. There was just so much going on, too.
So much crowd noise.
Biggest doctors I've ever met on bass, Dr. Carlos Venegas. Down this way at the end. Down this. Where were you in the crowd?
He was over near my side of the stage because I saw him taking pictures, and you were on the other side. That's maybe why you didn't hear him loud.
All right. You got nobody to scream at now that Carlos is out of the band.
You ever hear from Carlos?
Me?
Yeah.
After I got the injection from him?
Right.
I sent him an email 2 or 3 days ago, said I feel a lot better. My voice is coming back. Thanks for the help.
Right.
I get an email back from him. He goes, I'm not your doctor.
Really?
Yeah. I copied Trey on it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think they said, this should go to your doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sent it to me by mistake.
Does he think you have another doctor?
That doesn't make any difference. He knows he's the one that gave me the injection. He came to the house.
Yeah.
He gave me the meds. Shot me up with bleach.
I'd shoot you up with bleach.
What, Dan?
Unless he's referring to the Dr. David Henry, the general manager.
Well, maybe he heard that.
That doesn't make any difference. Carlos was... I'm thanking him.
You're doc shopping now, buddy.
Get me out of the band and you get another doctor. You're an ass.
Hope you enjoyed your bleach.
And John, has he said anything else to you about being back in the band?
Since then, did we talk? Yeah, just the one thing. He goes, that I worked really hard, and if Lee doesn't work out, I still got these damn white pants. He was kind of joking, but he did say that.
But he was serious about wanting to come back.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, nothing's going to change. He's still going to get pissy. Chuck's going to tell him he's playing the wrong thing. He goes, I want to play it this way, and then we're going to be back to where we were.
Why is the one instrument in the band that has the fewest strings in it the most trouble in this band?
I don't know. I was talking to Chuck last night because we had to straighten Lee Harris out. I went, how could this be really that difficult? You got a 25-piece band, and we're going to have it affected by 4 freaking strings.
Repeatedly. Not just one guy, but the next guy comes along.
Well, Lee's new to the band, though. He hadn't been around, 3 weeks?
But Chuck's already told him 2 or 3 times, don't play anything fancy, play the basics. Because if you start getting cute, you're going to miss stuff, and it's going to throw everybody else off.
Right.
And I asked Chuck, why can't we just do this? Take the bass player out of it. He said, you don't understand. I went, here's what I do understand. If Lee screws up Friday night, you're going.
So he went and talked to Lee?
Yeah.
I'm sure Lee will get it.
Yeah.
But why is that, Everett? Why is it just the part that you really could, the spleen of the band that you really don't need is the biggest problem?
Well, I think in this case it's a matter of personalities. I mean, as you say, Carlos.
I mean, why is a bass player that integral?
Well, because that is a big part of the rhythm section. You know, in most bands, you have the bass player and the drummer that comprise the rhythm section in the band, and they feed off each other, and it's just an element that, if lacking, it shows up. It shows in the overall sound of the band.
So is the bass player more for the drummer, or is it for the sound?
Well,
because everybody keeps saying that the drummer feeds off the bass player. All right.
Should be the other way around.
Yeah. Well, I think it's a reciprocal exchange, but at the same time, they do feed off each other, and it is the bottom end of the band. And if you don't have the bass line going along with...
So the bass player is almost like the drummer's egret.
Mm-hmm. It's a symbiotic relationship.
Eating bugs off the drummer.
Right. While the drummer swats away flies so the bird doesn't get bit.
We have problems. Do they do that?
I don't know. I just said that.
All right. Anything else before we get to news? How we doing, Chloe?
Freaking 9.
Okay.
Oh, we're good.
Dan, you ready?
Yeah, sure.
All right. 5:48. Dan O'Malley's here with more news.
Thank you, Russ. Depending on which expert you ask, the U.S. either is or is not diving headfirst into a recession. But that begs the question, how are you doing? According to a new survey by NBC News and the Wall Street Journal, the answer for many of us is not so great. That's because for the first time since 1992, more Americans feel they're worse off now than they were 4 years ago. 43% of Americans say they're worse off now than in 2004 versus 34% who say they're better off now, and 21% say their status is about the same.
Well, most of that's going to be because oil prices have gone up exponentially over the past 4 or 5 years.
And if you're living close to the hip or whatever, your arm, if your adjustable rate mortgage went up and gas hit you at the same time.
Well, I still think most of it's going to be petroleum because it's not just gas, it's anything else that's petroleum based. You're going to be paying more for that. So almost all of that comes from oil.
Well, sure, and the trickle-down effect in terms of goods being transported and the increased costs there.
And they even charge us more to transport the gas to the stations.
To charge us more.
Well, sure.
Well, wouldn't you give us a break someplace?
Why would we? We don't have to. Do you see the Exxon sign? Oh, that was the email. I threw it away finally. Somebody goes, what you do, here's the thing. Here's how
Is this another thing that's going to solve the energy crisis?
The energy crisis. If we just
is this beyond the not buying gas on one day?
Yes.
Okay.
They even acknowledge that's ridiculous.
Okay.
They do at the beginning of the email. And then it rattles on.
Does it say someplace in there, this one's going to work?
Exactly. This is the way we do it, and this is the way we do it without us getting hurt. We just don't buy from ExxonMobil. We buy from other people. And that way, when ExxonMobil don't sell it, they'll have to bring their prices down, and everybody else will have to follow.
And where do they think these other stations are getting their gas?
Yeah, exactly.
Hadn't thought that one through.
I don't buy from ExxonMobil until the price drops to $2.
Why?
Okay.
Was that your trade? Yeah. Why is it that nobody wants to conserve? Nobody wants to buy a car that gets better gas mileage. Nobody wants to and I'm in on this club, so I ain't pointing fingers. Nobody wants to carpool. Nobody wants to cut back on anything. Nobody wants to keep their AC off or higher than it should be. Nobody wants to do that. They want to send out freaking emails that they're telling boycott ExxonMobil, and then things are going to come back down. You're a fool.
And then at the end they give if you send this to 30 friends, and they send it to 30 friends, and they send only 5 sets of that, then we got 30 million people. Shut up. I couldn't type in the subject line, remove me from your stupid list fast enough.
Who was it that sent that to you?
One of them was just a person. It was a human. But it was a formative. Well, it wasn't like he came from a
capuchin monkey.
No, it wasn't like he came from an organization. It's just a normal person, not a group.
Okay.
Some of them come from groups. Some of them actually have little clusters of people that send out this crap.
But this one was human.
This one actually came from a person. Yeah. It wasn't spam, in other words.
Were you going to say something, Dan?
No.
No. All right, go ahead.
Okay, speaking of the economy, trying to calm jitters about it, President George W. Bush conceded today that the country obviously is going through a tough time.
He's good, I told you.
But in a speech to the Economic Club of New York, Bush said this is not the first time this has happened and said he's certain the economy will overcome the troubles.
Before the election, right? Didn't he say September? The fall.
Yeah, he said that before, yeah. While he acknowledged that gas and food prices are up and housing values are down, he noted that unemployment is low at 4.8% and that productivity is still strong. However, in recent weeks, the dollar has fallen and gasoline, oil, and gold have all hit record highs. Economic worries have replaced the Iraq war as the number one concern of voters in this presidential election year.
Well, there's a news story that said 60% of Americans want us out of Iraq, but they're not really sure how.
Yes.
We didn't want to go in the first place. It was something that needed to be done, according to Bush.
Right. Weapons of mass destruction.
But they're not sure how exactly that we're supposed to do this. And Obama wants to, take a certain number of troops out every month?
Yes.
Over the course of a year?
I can't remember. I've heard about 12 and 16 months with him.
I don't understand how, and that's going to be, for me, that's the biggest thing that's going to keep me from voting for Obama, is he thinks you can put a timeline on drawing the troops back out. So you're gonna leave that part of the country in absolute turmoil, and the 3,000 or 4,000 or more soldiers that have died, they wasted their lives.
And the opposition is going to know exactly when we're going to do that.
Yeah, they can plan for the final pullout.
No, I think that's really, it will end up being the Democrats' biggest weakness, is they keep saying we're going to pull out, we're going to pull out. That's fine. Tell me how you're going to do it and not leave chaos. And I think that's where McCain, people are going to go, all right, you know what? I don't like this war, but we can't pull out. We're going to be there for a while.
Yeah, regardless of whether you agreed with the reason we went there or not, you can't just draw the troops out and expect everything to be copacetic. This is a part of the world where, what was the news story? The chicks are being arrested because is their poon hair showing? Or is it the hair on their head?
Hair on their heads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not as funny.
If they show a couple little hairs, then they get arrested.
And we think we're going to be able to deal with that part of the world on some type of common level. These people are freaks.
And it's ridiculous to think we're ever going to change them.
Do you have the story?
Yeah, I've got the 60% of Americans in Iraq and also the crazy Iranians.
Give me the one where the poon hair showing.
Okay. Well, Iran does have this... oh, I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. That was their own sex scandal that they've got going on.
That's the one.
Oh, okay. Until recently, General Reza Zarai was the head of police in Tehran, Iran. 6 months ago, he started the program for the moralization of the city, which was a mass crackdown on people who disregarded the Islamic code of behavior. Hundreds, maybe thousands of Iranian women were arrested for having a few stray hairs peeking out from underneath their headscarf or for showing a little too much ankle. But it all came crashing down after government officials raided a Tehran brothel and found Reza naked in bed with 6 whores.
Wow, we're not that much different, are we?
These are not my own.
Why are you naked with them?
Oh, wow. Would you come back?
No, we'll wait. Why are you naked in a brothel with them?
That's a good question.
And they're showing hair.
That's not my hair.
But they're your whores.
What, Dan?
I'm undercover.
You have ruined my sting. Allah damn you. What did they pop in?
I'm sorry, I just got that visual. The whole SWAT team kicks down the door. I'm undercover.
Do you not see me working?
You've ruined it.
There's no way for me to ejaculate now. When did he get popped?
When was that? 6 months ago, he started the program, and then it was just recently that he got nailed on this.
All right.
According to one of the ladies, General Zerai asked us to do a group prayer. In the nude.
Yes.
After 3 days in jail, General Zerai was released on bail. He since stepped down from his job, and since the Iranian government is notoriously secretive, they haven't said yet what the general's punishment will be. But
he's dead.
Like that's a mystery.
Yeah. We haven't decided exactly what we're going to do. It was a corpse.
Under General Zerai's reign as morality enforcer, men caught visiting brothels were subjected to 275 lashes with a whip. The whores, however, found guilty of prostitution were actually executed.
Well, if you can't show hair, what do you think they're going to do to whores?
You would think that prostitution would be almost non-existent if you know you get caught, you're executed.
Yeah, but the common people in Iran are so poor that that's the way a lot of the women make money.
I would lick envelopes. There's something else at the house.
There's nothing else they can do. I mean, women aren't allowed very much. I mean, it's a theocracy that's completely male-dominated.
What does that mean?
That means that it's male-dominated.
It's a religious government run basically by religion.
Oh, based on theory.
Yeah.
All right.
It's the Ayatollah.
You mad at me because you pissed on your leg, right?
I'm not happy with you,
yeah.
But you know what? It's okay.
Good. Because I'm going to do it again. Go ahead, Dan. Hang on, we need a break? Yes. Were you about to add something?
No, it's just the 60% story.
Oh, you can sit on that one. We'll be back.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show.
Baby.
Now, back to the Russ Martin Show.
Is that Chuck?
No, it's Gail for traffic.
Oh. Chuck never called you back from the sound check, Trey?
Nope. They may be right in the middle of it, and
I don't know if any of that's good or bad.
Why?
I haven't heard from Chuck.
Probably good that he's still working and not,
not calling in with problems.
Yeah, no issues.
They didn't start till 5, did they?
I don't know when it started. In fact, I think the door's just now opened at Nokia.
Yeah, at 6 o'clock.
Yeah. Were you going to say something, Dan?
No, just that the doors opened at 6. And I want to say yesterday Chuck had said that the sound check was at 5.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Hi, Gail.
Hi, Russ.
What do you got?
Well, I've got a wreck in Carrollton on northbound 35 before Crosby Road. It's in the HOV lane and backed up all the way to Regal Row. Also in Carrollton on eastbound Bush Turnpike at 35, a wreck in the left lane has you backed up to Beltline on 161. In Irving, eastbound 183 before Carl, there's a crash in the right lane. It's heavy from around O'Connor. And in Fort Worth on the South Freeway, southbound 35 at Reisinger, the wreck's on the left shoulder. Also have one southbound 35 at Sycamore School Road. The center lane blocked. It's backed up to I-20. I'm Gail Lightfoot on the Russ Martin Show.
Thank you, Gail. Mid-50s for the low tonight, but it's only 70 tomorrow, cooling off just a little bit. We're at 86 now at Live 105.3.
All right, Dan, what else you got?
Well, it's been 5 years since the U.S. invaded Iraq, and Americans still can't agree whether it was the right thing to do. So it comes as no surprise that we're completely clueless about what to do to move forward. According to a recent survey, 40% of Americans believe invading Iraq was the right thing to do and oppose setting a timetable for withdrawing our troops. That leaves 60% of Americans who think the war is wrong. The only problem is they can't seem to agree on what exactly is right. 20% of Americans believe the invasion was wrong but feel we're obligated to stay until the region is stable. 17% of Americans feel troops need to get out of Iraq immediately regardless of what will happen. And 10% say it doesn't matter whether we pull troops out of Iraq now or later. This group says we're going to suffer consequences such as an increase in terrorism either way. And finally, 12% of Americans think the troops will probably be in Iraq for years to come.
You would think with results like that, Obama wouldn't have taken the position of, well, we're going to take them out. We're going to do it on this timeline.
But see, that's been his from day one.
Well, he's always said we should have never been there. Okay, well, you can take that position. You could be right or wrong, but you can't just start yanking the troops out and expect everything to be neato.
But again, it's a soundbite campaign, and he's one saying, I opposed the war from the beginning. I'm the only candidate who didn't vote for it.
Well, he's got new sound bites to deal with now with Reverend Wright. Did I listen to all that audio earlier? Was there any more? Because I don't think I ever played.
I had one that was basically a montage, cut number 24 on my news disc. It's about a minute 10, kind of the best of, if you will.
To be a black man living in a country and a...
He's talking about Hillary here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Barack knows what it means to be a black man living in a country and a culture that is controlled by rich white people. Hillary can never...
The only thing that keeps anybody from calling Reverend Wright and Manning racist is because they're behind the pulpit.
Mm-hmm. And they bring that out each time. When he says in a moment something about America, GD America, he goes, I'm in the Bible. He points right to the Bible.
Yeah, and Reverend Manning said the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
These are my words.
Not my words.
I'm just God's mouthpiece.
Word for word.
Speak against me.
No. Not word for word anymore.
That's the wrong script.
No.
I grabbed some notes I made for the lover.
Oh. Well,
I don't believe that would play.
No.
Speak against me. Let me reveal my fantasies to you. I enjoy many things disdained by nature. Why don't you shove that lazy boy up my ass? Legs out so I can rest.
Actually, that works.
Yeah, I kind of like
a
this.
little strange way.
Yeah.
All right.
But, at least with Manning, he's hard on black people as well. It doesn't sound like this guy...
well, he's hard on black people who are buying into the white world.
Well, no, because he was... Like, I saw a sermon on post-Katrina, and he rips black men, especially, a new one.
For what?
For, talking about when the helicopters came, that they were having to fight off the men in order to get the women and children out first.
Oh, I didn't know that. Hang on, let me get past this Davey gave me.
Barack knows what it means.
This is Reverend Wright.
To be a black man living in a country and a culture that is controlled by rich white people. Hillary can never know that. Hillary ain't never been called a Hillary is married to Bill, and Bill have been good to us. No, he ain't. Bill did us just like he did Monica Lewinsky. He was riding dirty.
Back up. Just choked. I did.
Riding dirty.
That's actually a rap song.
What is?
It's actually a rap song called Riding Dirty.
How's it go?
I just referenced that. I'm out riding dirty. The cops are trying to catch me riding dirty.
Oh, all right.
Bill did us just like he did Monica Lewinsky. He was riding dirty. The government gives them the drugs, builds bigger prisons, passes a 3-strike law, and then wants us to sing God Bless America. No. Not God Bless America. God America. That's in the Bible for killing innocent people. God America for treating us citizens as less than...
Does he think black people didn't go, didn't fight in the war?
No. He never brings that up, but he talks about blacks being, we were at the World Trade Center. We were also at, give me a
Hiroshima?
No, a major time when black people were abused.
I don't know.
Why don't you tell us, John?
Yeah.
What's that experiment?
Your party last weekend?
No, no. Tuskegee.
Somebody help me out.
Not a f***ing chance. Go ahead.
No.
The Tuskegee Airmen?
That one.
Yeah, what happened to that?
The experiment. He goes, Tuskegee, we were at the World Trade Center. We were also at the Tuskegee Airmen. In other words, basically they were saying, we've been everywhere. We've had all the bad things happen to us.
What is it, Dan?
Just Tuskegee experiment, I guess is what he's referencing.
What was that experiment?
What they did was they had tricked a number of black men into thinking they were taking part in medical research. They were. They just didn't tell them what. What they did was they injected all these black men with syphilis and never told them about it, some of whom had it all the way up until it killed them, some quicker than others, all the way up until, I want to say it was the 80s. And all this first came out, I want to say, in the 80s or the 90s.
So I get it that a lot of black people are still pissed off at the white community. But that's not going to do anything as far as the future goes. No.
Well,
there was a lot of jacked up stuff that happened in the past, and we all acknowledge that. But to take the angle that Reverend Wright does, he's going to continue it.
Yes.
Whatever.
Well, I was just going to say, as long as you continue to rely on that as an excuse, you never have to take any action. You can just be a victim and say, oh, we've been victimized and, look at us, poor us.
Yeah, you don't have to be proactive about anything. All you have to do is sit back and hear all the things that happen.
And all
right, well then, as the white community, there's not going to be a whole lot of people that are going to want to help you.
No, he doesn't want any help from the white people at all. Obviously, he wants the black people to see how they have been oppressed.
I think most of them got a handle on it.
I think they do too, but he feels the need to point it out.
All right. How long is this clip?
Minute 10.
We bombed Hiroshima, we bombed Nagasaki, and we nuked far more than the thousands in New York and the Pentagon, and we never batted an eye. We have supported state terrorism against the Palestinians and black South Africans, and now we are indignant because the stuff we have done overseas is now brought right back into our own front yard.
Well, that goes back to the 9/11 theory that we asked for it. We asked for those planes to fly into the World Trade Center, the Pentagon, and to Pennsylvania.
All these things we've done around the world, it's all coming back to you.
You totally dismiss anything else that we've done anytime there's any type of horrific disaster, any part of the world. We're always the first idiots there, and then people are pissed off because we don't do enough.
Right. The tsunami, no matter what it is, we're the first one on the scene.
Initially, we gave them, I think, $50 million, and the different parts of the world. Is that it? Well, how much did you give? You? A fellow? They don't want to point that out. They want to. We're the capitalistic a-holes, but anytime we don't do enough.
But our money spends nicely.
Yeah, well, another thing with the tsunami, we're like, yeah, okay, that's $50 million cash, but what do you think it costs to have these aircraft carriers and all our naval vessels come to that area and do rescue work and everything else?
You're paying for that anyway. That's you already own it. You own all that. It's not like you went out and leased it for this event. That's the angle they're going to take. You already had that. These guys are already in the service, already getting paid. And that $50 million was initially. That wasn't all that we gave.
No, I think overall we pledged, I think, $800 million.
All right.
My point is, I've listened to this guy for 2 days.
Reverend Wright.
Yeah, Reverend Wright. I still don't get his point. If there is a point that he gets to.
Well, he's not trying to make a point or be factual. He's trying to stir up his congregation. Well,
hang on. Stir them up to do what? Because this really sounds like you're trying to incite some kind of riot. If this was a white church and you turned the conversation around, that would be national news.
Oh, sure.
International.
Sure it would, but that's not the situation. It's completely reversed, and it's a double standard, as we all know.
This doesn't do anything it doesn't do anything. There's nothing positive that's going to come out of this.
Well, it strokes the whole idea that we are victims. Poor us, something's happened, and we've been victimized.
The black community has been victimized, but it's not the way it was 40, 50 years ago, or back when we had slavery. We moved beyond that. And if you're going to sit there and marinate in it, there's not going to be any forward motion.
I agree. I completely agree. You can't play the victim forever.
Where's line 3?
He's talking about Reverend Wright and Manning's tax exemption status.
Is this going to explain something?
It's just an interesting point that I hadn't thought of.
All right. Yes, Roy.
Hey, the one thing you guys haven't mentioned is that a church is a tax-exempt organization.
Right.
But under federal regulations, if they speak more than 25% of their time about political things, they fall out from underneath that line of being tax exempt. So I'll bet you anything, as soon as the federal government or somebody tries to pull the tax exempt status out from underneath this guy's feet, Reverend Wright, I'll bet you he shuts right up.
Well, that's going to be a PR move that the government, who is it in politics you think is going to go back and point this out? Go out and take a stopwatch and go, all right, yeah, he went 30%. We're going to yank this. Nobody's going to want that because then again, they're going to look like racists.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's always. That's always. They always pull the card.
All right.
Maybe that's also the reason they helped Reverend Wright retire last month. You know, they saw this coming on. They go,
I'm not ready!
Well, yeah, you are.
You tell out.
The car's ready for you.
We'll drag you across the floor naked.
I'm making that noise.
I'm not making I will not make anal queefs. Yeah, you will. What else? Did you have anything else on this, Dan?
I'm sorry, what was that?
I forgot. What was the last news story you were reading? How did we get off on this?
Oh, it was the 60% of Americans
okay, were you
being
done with
in Iraq.
That one?
Yes.
Okay, go to the next one.
Okay, we were actually talking about this a couple of weeks ago after the last college shooting. People with specialized firearms training, such as military personnel, would be allowed to carry concealed weapons on Oklahoma's college campuses under a bill that passed the state's House yesterday and now heads to the state Senate for a vote. Introduced by Representative Jason Murphy of Guthrie, the law would authorize active duty military and National Guard and Reserve personnel, honorably discharged veterans, and others with firearms training certified by the Council on Law Enforcement Education who hold the state concealed weapons license to carry guns on college and university campuses.
Now, the other side is you've got, I think it's the universities that oppose this, and they want all colleges to be labeled gun-free zones. Okay, well, neato.
You can't do that, though, if the government passes a law saying, no, we approve it.
Well, the universities are still going to oppose this, and you want to go back and you want to stick up signs going that say that there's sheep in here. Yeah, sure. If you decided you wanted a way out, here's a perfect place to go because nobody in here has any way to protect themselves.
Nice little barrel.
Is that the whole story?
Yeah, pretty much. The only thing now is that it heads to the Senate for a vote, and the legislation is more narrow than what he had originally proposed, which would have allowed anyone at least 21 or older with concealed handgun carrying rights to carry weapons on campus. That version was similar to one that they've proposed in Utah.
That's what we were talking about a few weeks ago.
If you have a CHL.
If you're of age and you qualify for, and if you want to give them more training to carry a handgun on campus, that's fine. But to absolutely label it a gun-free zone, we've already seen what happens with the Amish community, the colleges, campuses. If you know you're going to churches, you go into an area, there's going to be nobody to stop you. You're not going to have any type of resistance.
I think I would go actually against the law on this one and actually carry it and say, okay, if I get caught.
Well, if they've got metal detectors and type of screening, you're going to get popped.
Yeah.
We're going to say something, Dan? No. All right. How we doing, Chloe? Go.
All right, and my favorite story of the day, it's no secret that the city of Tampa, along with the Barrio Latino Commission of Ybor City, have been trying to identify different ways to inject business to an area that has struggled for years. The visual evidence is up and down 7th Avenue in Tampa, where there are a number of commercial and restaurant spaces available. But Ryan Gogan is the owner of the James Joyce Irish Pub. The pub has been serving Guinness for approximately a decade. It wasn't until a little over a year ago that Gogan began offering midget fighting on random nights to attract business to his new purchase. Gogan says that the pub is now packed on midget fighting night, and patrons come in for beer and blows.
And no protests.
Not yet. No. But it's not like they're forcing them to do it.
Well,
it was like the midget bowling. They weren't forcing them to do that either.
Well, the midget, was it midget tossing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were still midgets, runts, whatever they call them. They were protesting that. It's demeaning. Well, these guys are getting cash for it.
Sure.
Yeah. And there's some guys probably wouldn't be able to make money any other way, so if they want to roll down an alley, that's fine.
Consenting midgets.
Legal term?
Yeah.
Thanks, Everett.
Oh, well, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or NOAA, NOAA. I was getting there.
Thanks.
Has released their winter season weather review, and the review indicates that the 2007-2008 winter season was the coldest winter since 2001.
How about that, you Al Gore?
NOAA says the average temperature for winter in the U.S. was 33.2 degrees Fahrenheit. While that temperature was slightly above average, it made the season the coldest on record since 2001 and the 54th coldest since 1895, the year national records started.
I forget, Trey, you believe in global warming or not?
Partially.
Thing is caused by what? How do we keep having these winters? What was it? What percentage? It's colder over the previous decade.
Well, it's the coldest since 2001.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And the 54th coldest since 1895.
Yeah.
But that's just the United States.
So?
Well, you still have the polar ice caps that are melting.
And?
Polar bears are drowning.
Who is?
Polar bears.
And how does that affect me if polar bear can't swim?
Well, it doesn't affect you, but you don't want the polar bears to go extinct.
And how's that going to affect me if they are? Not very many times during the day do I come across one.
Well, at a certain point.
So I'm not going to notice the void. And if that area is going to turn into water anyway, it's not really going to affect the ecosystem because the polar bear did.
It'll affect the coast.
Why?
Because you got more water in the ocean.
Well, why is it we keep having winters that are this cold?
Like I said, it's just the United States.
Well, why would it just affect us then?
Well, it's hemisphere. We got nothing to do with global warming. Hey, more people, more pollution, cars. Yeah, I mean, at a certain point, factories. You have China, you have India.
You're leaving a big one out.
What?
The sun! The goddamn sun's causing global warming.
No.
We spin around that thing every day.
Ball of fire.
Cooking us like a Kroger chicken. We're on a big rotisserie. We've been on for thousands of years. That big thing's heating us up. There's a global warming.
Thank you, Al.
How come nobody points at the sun?
It's too obvious.
It's not going to help you with your green argument.
Get Al Gore in here and let me take a hot light bulb and stick it up to his forehead. Is it hot? Is it hot?
You want me to?
Is it hot? Is it hot?
Yeah.
All right. You know why?
Why?
Because it's a hot light bulb that we can't turn off. Now, I'm sure that we're speeding up global warming, but I would probably think compared to the sun, it's a small percentage. And any changes that we make aren't really going to, unless we want to put the sun out.
No,
that would probably be the quickest way to end this.
Certainly would.
We need a break?
No.
Yeah? All right.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. Now, back to the Russ Martin Show.
What's the matter with you, Dan?
You guys are sick.
Who?
You and Trey.
Why?
I thought you were making that up. I go to the bathroom, I just need to pee.
Yeah.
You tinkle all over the bathroom floor.
At least clean it up after yourself. Throw some towels down.
Well, I don't think Trey thought he had to since he peed on his leg.
Obviously, some of it on the floor.
That was mine.
Oh, you should clean it up then.
I will. I'll go take care of it. I apologize.
Oh, yeah. God. I'll get it.
I'll go clean it up.
No, don't do any. No.
It was irresponsible and certainly not to becoming a broadcaster.
Jesus Christ.
All I know is I'm leaving the bathroom. My shoes are making that linoleum queef noise.
Which stall were you in, the left or the right?
Left.
Yeah, that was mine. God, lucky me. I'll go clean it up during the break.
No.
It's fine now. I'm already aware of it. Now I just know not to go in there.
Oh, all right. Trey, did you get a hold of Chuck or Gavin at Nokia?
I talked to Chuck.
And?
He said everything went beautifully.
Was sound check?
Sound check. Said it was no problems whatsoever. Band sounded awesome. Horns popping. No issues. No problems. We're ready to roll.
It's okay. Tell me.
I'm not there, but he said everything was perfect.
What are you leaving out?
I'm not leaving out anything.
Nothing goes perfect with this
the show. So go ahead and tell me. It's all right.
Nokia, he said everything sound perfect, Mick, great.
Well,
mix.
no, Nokia knows what they're doing. That's not an issue. No. It's our band.
I think in that environment.
Band practice last night. That's why it went, we go 5 hours?
Yes.
Because when we started, things were bad.
Well, he said everyone brought their A game and sounded great.
But.
No buts.
But yes. Just tell me.
I'm telling you. I'm not there. But he said everything was great.
I'll say this at rehearsal. They did start off a little rocky.
Bad.
No, it wasn't bad.
It was bad.
It was just out of kilter slightly.
Were you here, Dan, when it started?
No, but I did hear them warming up.
Yeah.
And that was a little
bad.
Shaky.
But I sat in my office, I listened. About 3 songs in, they hit a rhythm. And about 6 songs in, everybody had it. And by the time you get halfway into the show, it was there. And
did it practice?
Huh?
You said show. You mean practice?
The practice, yeah. Everybody was great. Sounded really tight. And everybody's having fun. And you could tell everybody had hit a rhythm.
So what happened in Nokia?
Nothing. Said turnout's already good.
Oh, that's right. The doors are been open for 40 some odd minutes.
Yep. Said turnout's going to be awesome. Band sounded great.
But.
No but.
Tell me.
No. There's no.
I tell you what, if you tell me, I'll scream it. Since that seems to be what you want.
Wow.
Lucky bastard.
Did you hear any of the voicemails from Trey?
No, I didn't.
When'd you leave these?
Wednesday? No, yeah. Tuesday night.
What was this about?
He's twisted because I'm not going off on anybody.
Oh, well, I'm kind of nervous about that myself. We all are.
He left 3 of them. The third one's my favorite.
Okay.
You listen here, you piece of shit. You f***ing yell at me. You f***ing...
I think this is about 1:30.
Okay, yeah, a few drinks. Yeah.
I forgot, where had you been?
The Mavericks game.
Yeah.
And then old number 7.
You listen here, you piece of shit. You f***ing yell at me. You f***ing tell me I was doing wrong. Listen, you f***ing yell at me. You f***ing tell me I was doing wrong. Listen, I spoke out of turn today. You said...
Yeah, that's how bad it's gotten.
Yeah.
He has a moment in the middle of this.
Okay. I spoke out of turn today. You said, what, you turned in the wrong direction. You didn't yell at me about that. Damn, you fucking mother, you tall piece of shit. Tell me I was wrong. You fucking tell me I was wrong. You damn mother. Hey, listen. Hey.
Maybe one of my favorite train moments ever.
Did he call you tall?
Is that what it was?
Tall piece of something.
Doesn't matter. But it sounds like in this voicemail, he thinks he's talking to me.
Oh, yeah. He kind of loses track of the whole voicemail concept at some point.
You tell me I was wrong. You damn mother. Hey, listen. Hey.
It's like, listen to me when I'm talking to you.
I just snorted stuff up my nose.
Oh, nasty.
Hey. You tell me I was an army asshole. You tell me I'm the reason for it. You f***ing yell at me, damn motherfucker. You...
I'm going to back it up to the hay part.
How to torture a masochist.
It sounds like some S&M.
Yeah, don't punish him.
Tell me
yeah, you would think this is... he's bitching about an abusive relationship.
Yeah. Or that somebody's really into abuse. You hit me because I didn't deserve it. I had it coming.
And I got one from Gavin this morning.
Oh, yeah, you said earlier you had one. Gavin.
You want to hear the rest of the story?
Sure.
Yeah.
I was wrong. You f***ing tell me I was wrong. You damn motherfucker. Hey, listen. Hey. The show sucked today. You told me I was an army asshole. You told me I'm the reason for it. You can yell at me, damn motherfucker. You can yell at me. Get your I'm tired of this. Oh, he's not making nicer up you.
We don't know what this was, so don't bother me with questions.
Okay.
Yeah. It's my fault. I'm sorry. I'm you, damn it. I know you've got something waiting in the wings. You can let us know and quit the having all of us have ulcers. You damn motherfucker.
It's very guttural at the end.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's my fault. I'm sorry. I'm you, damn it. I know you've got something waiting in the wings. You can let us know and quit the having all of us have ulcers. You damn motherfucker.
Here's Gavin's.
Stop it. Your new attitude is driving me nuts. Stop with the email saying Godspeed and God bless you. It's like you found some Scientology or shit. And then last night you smiling at me when I'm singing and enjoying yourself, acting like you're having a good time. Quit that shit.
What is it I must do?
It's just very new to us, and we all believe there's a plot behind it.
Have I been a complete, jokes aside, a complete, listen to the way I phrase that.
Okay.
A complete a-hole for 25 years.
Okay. Is this when you change and come back to being Russ? No, not a... No.
Say it's okay to say it.
You know that there are times you are hard to deal with, and there's days that you come in and you're in a horrible mood, and we all have a little sign we give, bad mood day. We'll stay out of the way.
I didn't know.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Thanks a lot, JD. Way to go, dude.
I didn't know about any of this.
Yeah, well, you asked me, now you were in this good mood, remember?
I still have no ill will towards you.
I do.
Yeah, me too.
Towards me?
No, JD.
Why?
You know there's what kind of meetings?
No, we don't have meetings. There's no meetings. It's just...
What kind of meetings do you guys have?
There's no meetings. There's no meetings. There's just, there are days you come in, you're more agitated than others. And we all know that, and everybody tries to adjust.
I don't know the days that I come in agitated.
Oh, come on. You have to.
Dan?
I never talk to JD.
You're not getting in my cannon when we're retired either.
Did you guys pull that from...
yeah, actually, there's two canon things.
I don't know what I did with a disc. Hold on a second. Well, let me finish playing the rest of Gavin's voicemail.
I mean, when I'm singing and enjoying yourself, acting like you're having a good time, quit that shit out, man. Scream at me for not being able to carry a note. I know the tornado is coming. It's coming, and I want it to come out now. Cut this shit out. Quit the damn charade. I'm a born again. It's just like you're born again. Russ Martin back. Give me Russ Martin back. I'm sick of this shit.
Because I've changed as far as management style?
Yes. Yeah. It's very...
Everett, you're not here all the time.
Yeah.
You know. What happens in these meetings where you guys decide to...
meetings. I never said there was a meeting. I just said, everybody kind of realizes when you come in, you're a little edgy. There's no real sign. I was being silly.
What do you guys say?
Nothing. It's just everyone knows. Nothing really has to be said. You can almost tell the way anybody walks into a room. You can tell them what kind of mood they're in. Good, bad, indifferent. I mean, you look at somebody walking down the hall and say, what's the matter with you? That's just the way everybody vibes on everybody when they walk in the beginning of the day.
But you guys are targeting me.
Because you're the center of this freaking room, yeah.
What is it, Dan?
I don't talk to JD.
What cut is the canon bit?
There's two of them. One of them's with you and JD in the canon.
Play that one first.
And then what cut is it? That is cut 9.
All right. Is this explanatory?
Yeah, actually, this one is.
Okay. It was JD that actually brought up our careers going to piss, and we're having some dialogue as we're sitting inside of a cannon waiting to get shot out of it. Do you know what we're talking about?
I have no idea.
It's the radio show's gone,
everything is...
Cheers later.
Yeah. We've lost all our cash.
Right.
So now we're doing appearances getting shot out of freaking cannons.
Okay.
That happened to Adam West in the 70s after Batman. He couldn't get a gig.
Typecast.
That's where this came from.
All right.
That's not going to happen.
Yes. I'm sure Tom Wopat, Adam West actually got shot out of a cannon after the series. He was having to do personal appearances? What were you about to say?
Yeah, because didn't get typecast and he just couldn't get any work.
Yeah. He's dressed like Batman in the cannon, getting ready to shot into a net.
I forgot that part of it. That's God.
Oh, yeah, I think I brought that up on the air before. Maybe that's
where the spinoff came from. Maybe just see us down in the bottom of the cannon. Shut up.
You big fat bastard.
Move your nose over.
Why don't you suck me while you're down there?
Quit squirming.
Can I tell you to knock it off with a Lipton onion soup?
I won't do it for the 3 o'clock show.
All right, what's the next candidate?
Cut 4.
I can't believe it's 6:45.
Why?
The day's just flown by.
So you thought it was slow.
I didn't realize how big of a weasel you've turned into, Dan.
I have.
That what you meant?
No.
My career is in the downslide. No. I'm 2 seconds closer to being in that cannon with JD. Just waiting for our 3 o'clock show to be shot out of a cannon.
Gee,
I blame you for this.
What did I do?
You tagged along for years and you put me down into the mud.
Put yourself in this cannon.
Will you two shut up?
That one came out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
Bag it up. Tagged along for years and you put me down into the mud.
Put yourself in this cannon.
Will you two shut up?
Hang on. Is that you, Dan?
Yeah, shut up there. I'm trying to read. I knew I hitched my horse to the wrong
way. Tagged along for years and you put me down into the mud.
Put yourself in this cannon.
Will you two shut up?
Is that why you were keeping that cup over there all day?
Yeah.
All right. Because that really did come out of nowhere. Because I was watching you and JD, and all of a sudden you hear Dan.
Yeah, it worked really well on Trey because where I stand when I'm in the studio with you guys is, Russ, where you stand actually blocks Trey's sight of me most of the time.
Tagged along for years and you put me down into the mud.
Put yourself in this cannon.
Will you two shut up?
Hang on. Is that you, Dan?
Yeah, shut up there. I'm trying to read.
What is it, Chloe?
We got to take a quick break, but before or after we come back, can you play your corporate liners again, please?
Haven't I beat that bit?
No.
Barely went through.
All right, you want a break here?
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. Format doesn't matter. Talk, country, rock, Hispanic, even boogie down. He's numero one over them all. The Russ Martin Show. drinkers, Robin, but they're also human beings. Now, back to the Russ Martin Show.
Get a hold of Gavin.
Yes, he said there's traffic's backed up from the front of Nokia all the way down the driveway to Beltline Road, which is a quarter of a mile. And people are already streaming in. So people are lined up. I think the first band starts now, though, don't they?
Yeah. Is it Passing Strangers?
Lucas Martin.
Who was it that gave me the cannon to play it?
That's Lucas Martin.
All right. And who's the Passing Strangers?
Right for that.
And who is that?
They're a really, really, really good cover band that played a couple of our parties at the Hard Rock.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, you've been on stage with them before. Somebody sent me an email. Were you at Larry North with our backup singers working out?
No.
All right, I wasn't there. Somebody said they saw you there with 3 women that looked like they reminded them from women they've seen before with this as the backup singers.
No. Why were you working out with the backup singers?
I don't know. I don't know who that was.
Well, they know it was you. They just said you were there apparently training 3 women. Who would the 3 women be if they weren't backup singers?
No.
They saw you there. They know you, and they know Larry North.
Oh.
Yes. Who is it?
No.
You can't screw all 3.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess you're not going to have an event for a while, so you find new ones.
What makes them think it was the backup singers?
They just said it was 3 women, and they wondered if it was the backup singers. They'd seen us before, and they said it kind of looked like people that they remembered seeing.
What, Dan? I was going to say, if he didn't recognize them immediately, if he hadn't been to a show, there's photos of them on your website.
Oh, okay.
So you were training. Why were you training our backup singers?
No.
Yes, you were. I can tell by your guilty face. You were. What's the big deal? You were doing it. Just why?
Yeah, what exercises were you having them do?
No.
It's no disgrace. They looked great last night.
Okay.
Private place?
Yeah.
Why'd you do it?
No.
Yeah. Are you trying to screw our backup singers again?
Yes.
Did you do any working out?
Did what?
Did you work out?
I didn't really have to.
He was training them.
The 3 of them wanted to firm up, lose a little weight, and they want to do something. They want to do this over the next few months. If that was me.
It was you.
No.
These people, it was you. They just want to know if those were our backup singers you were training.
Yeah. That's probably what it was.
Yeah, okay. Very good. Just wondered.
Well, wasn't any big deal. It was a Sunday.
Then why are you denying it?
Because it wasn't me. All right, you ready to go, Dan?
Yeah.
All right.
Just real quick question, though. If it had been you, what type of exercises could they possibly have been doing?
Most of them just wanted to work on their upper body, the biceps, arms.
Oh, yeah, that actually makes sense. Most women are always really self-conscious about their arms, worried about the flab.
Yeah. I'm sure that's what it was.
Don't screw our backup singers.
Yes.
We've already lost several because of you.
All right, Chuck's not here. Dan, you want to pick one of the music beds that we recorded?
I'm still always a big fan of Give Me Some Lovin'.
You going to play the corporate liners real fast?
All right. Where is it? Up here?
Yeah.
Here?
Yeah.
And out of 9 liners in a couple of minutes, why is it Gavin can't use any of these?
I don't believe this is the what he wants to project to corporate as far as your image.
Well, I always want to know what your hobbies are.
He does describe those in detail.
I think they only picked 2 jocks from Dallas, me and Jody Dean.
I don't know, should you be...
I didn't want to be on that tape.
Insulted?
So what are they send these just to...
Well, there's only a couple of personalities.
I know, but they send these to national advertisers?
Yeah.
What is just me saying my name and I'm on this station? How is that going to entice somebody to...
I don't know if they mixed it with actual clips of the show and you just kind of introduce them and now they mix it together. Just being log tape, or do they sit around, they listen to they get a feel for the station and the market.
Oh. Well, then why wouldn't these cuts I gave him work?
These will only give them a flavor from 3 to 7.
Yeah. This is Russ Martin from Live 105.3 in Dallas. Let me lick your you corporate dumpster. No. This is Russ Martin from Live 105.3 in Dallas. I am sitting in an Easter basket full of candy
This is Russ Martin from Live 105.3 from 3 until 7 weekdays. I drop my pantaloons and I take off in Tupperware and then I mail it to France.
Well, there's a hobby.
What, Dan? I couldn't figure it out earlier. Are you saying that you mail it to friends or France?
Which is funnier?
Maybe France. I don't know.
That's what I said.
Yeah. Care of general delivery.
I drop my pantaloons and I take off in Tupperware and then I mail it to France.
This is...
Does show you're international.
It's like a brand new joke because I've been hearing Friends all day.
Me too.
Oh, all right.
And then I mail it to France. This is Russ Martin, afternoons on Live 105.3. When I shave every crevice of my body, and I use the hair to make wigs for my dogs. This is Russ Martin from Live 105.3, and sometimes I enjoy removing all my clothing, and I sit on things far too large for my anus. This is Russ Martin from CBS Radio in Dallas. When I enjoy warm sunsets while I smoke cigarettes with my penis. This is Russ Martin from Live 105.3 in Dallas. I am the ruler of the waves of air that broadcast to all. Where sometimes I enjoy wrapping myself in a 33-gallon hefty silk sack and marinating in liquefied shit from domestic farm animals. This is Russ Martin from Live 105.3 in Dallas, and I would love to spend time with her.
It's my favorite.
I would love.
Why? Just get into it.
It's the passion.
Yes.
This is Russ Martin from Live 105.3 in Dallas, and I would love to spend time with our CBS corporate officers and show you video of Roy Clark shoving his junk through a glory hole.
All right. Here's the last one. Are you ready, Dan?
Yeah, I'm all set.
Okay.
This is Russ Martin from Live 105.3 in Dallas. I once took a hit on Pat Summerall.
All of a sudden, the song's appropriate.
Let's go.
All right, for more information about the Russ Martin Show, pictures, videos, and more, go to russmartin.com. To answer any question you may have about the show, go to russmartin.info. To instant email the show, and only during the show, always send that to studio@russmartin.com. Other show websites, johndavidryan.com, danantassos.com, djclo.com, treytrenholm.com, and for the band manager Chuck, chuckwheat.com. To reach Everett Newton, the rock and roll attorney, call his office at 214-823-LAWS or his website, dallasattorney.com. The official caterer of the show is Sugar Babies Barbecue. Their website, sugarbabiesbbq.com. Limo service is provided by Limo George, his website, limogeorge.com. Russ gets all his band equipment from the Guitar Center. Their website, guitarcenter.com. The official liquor store of the show is Majestic Fine Wine and Spirits. Their fantastic website, majesticliquors.com. And the official photographer of the Russ Martin Show is Jim March. His website, jimmarch.com. And we'll, of course, see you at Nokia here shortly for White Trash Party 2008. And the official site for Live 105.3 is live1053.com.
All right. See you guys later. Bye.
You can now listen to The Russ Martin Show anytime you want on the web at russmartin.info.